Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. This is Storm Division. We're into the winners bracket playoffs. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I am joined by Goon. How you doing tonight, Goon?
What's up, man? I'm doing well, doing fantastic. Glad to be here. I'm always excited. Thanks for to cast with you, and thanks for reaching out.
Oh, my pleasure.
Getting this set up. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have two on the desk for big matches, getting into the playoffs. Get some good analysis and back and forth here. I like casting on my own, but it's also nice to bring a friend along, so I'm glad you're here.
Right on, yeah.
We've got number 2 versus number 3 here. Heavy Impact versus Team Backdoor for our first round of the playoffs. This is a double elimination playoffs, so the winner of this round will move on in the winner's bracket. The loser will go on to face, I believe, Can't Censor Ship in the number 5 seed next week. So neither team is out today, but a win or a loss is pretty impactful in terms of their playoff status.
Yeah, this match is this is going to be a banger. These are two really stacked teams. They're super sweaty, and they definitely don't want to lose to each other. That's for sure. They definitely there's going to be some it's going to be some scrappy games. I think with some awesome plays, hopefully some great shot calling, macro decisions. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how this pans out. We've got DCL players, we've got free agents in this lobby. So there's some more scouting information potentially for some of the orgs out there that are looking to see who's available to scoop up.
Absolutely. Like, I'm just looking through, I recognize every single one of these players' names. They've been around the scene. Up at the top, down here in Storm Division. But, free agent tournaments, these are names that you know. These are names that have been around the scene for a while, and it's going to be a really good match today. We've got 9 out of 10 people in the lobby right now. We got the word it's probably going to be a couple more minutes till we get our 10th player. So once we get that, we'll be ready to go. But we can take a look at the map bans real quick. Let's see here. We had Heavy Impact banning out Dragonshire and Sky Temple, and Team Backdoor took out Cursed Hollow and Garden of Terror, which leaves us going to Towers of Doom here for game number 1. Interesting bans here.
Yeah, these bans.
Cursed Hollow, Garden of Terror, 2 of our sort of can't double soak 3-lane maps removed by Team Backdoor. To me, that kind of says I don't want to deal with macro cheese. If I had to put a label on those 2 bans.
Yeah, absolutely. Macro map bans, we don't want to play there. Let's be straight up. We're going to go toe-to-toe. We're probably going to get some pretty gnarly team fights.
Just looking at the remaining maps, we've got team fight maps here. We're starting off with Towers of Doom, Alterac Pass, Battlefield of Eternity, Infernal Shrines, Volskaya Foundry, Tomb of the Spider Queens. You're fighting all the time on these maps.
Yeah, lots of skirmishing. And then, hey, that's not to say that there isn't going to be macro happening, but there's definitely going to be a lot more fighting, for sure. And these two teams, they will fight. They'll send it towards each other. And and maybe we'll get some really spicy, creative, and very interesting drafts. There's a lot of mind games that these two teams will do to one another. They know exactly how they like to play. They know what they like to prioritize, and maybe we'll see some extra spice happen today.
Well, you've got players that are coming in here with the heroes that they like to play, the heroes they're most effective at. Carbon, you think of Li Ming. Liam, you're thinking about Blaze and Urel. Looking over at, Mason Blaze has been actually playing a lot of Lunara lately, oddly enough.
Yeah.
Lunara's been kind of sneaking in on the sides there, but you still got to worry about macro stuff. I expect we're probably not going to see Junkrat today. Stukov and Brightwing might make it through bans, might not, depending on the sort of tit for tat. Can I get one? Will you get the other? Sort of draft situation.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see actually where Stukov lies. He just received a little round of nerfs to some rebalancing to his kit. And some people are kind of starting to feel that a little bit on the Stukov. So we'll see if he gets banned, if he gets first pick. If maybe it's not a first ban, maybe it's like hey, they didn't pick a healer yet, but Stukov is still. Maybe we'll ban it now. But at least the old style, at least the traditional style of Stukov that we've been seeing with the reactive ballista spores, and we have been seeing some more. What is it? The low blow, the lurking arm talons.
Yeah,
we've been seeing a lot of that.
That's been cropping up. I was doing some amateur division the last couple of weeks. That's been really, really effective. Going with the 1 and the 13 stack, a lot of the Stukovs down in the amateur divisions have switched over to that, and it's just easier. It's powerful, and it's simply easier to use than the reactive ballista spores. So I'm not sure if that translates up to this level where the reactive ballista spores had a very specific way that it was used. It can probably still be used in that way, but it'll be interesting to check out some Stukov builds today.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to that, like to the lurking arm talents, like I feel like Stukov has to be able to just freely cast that ability and be as disruptive as possible without being encroached upon, without being ran at. So I'd be curious to see how the team, if they do decide to build that way, what their team compositions look like. I was watching one of the free agent tournament games, and there was a Stukov player in one team fight within a span of like 30 seconds, maybe. Got like 6 lurking arms off with that It Hungers and the level
with the
1
reset, eh?
Yeah, and the
goodness.
And the spreading, the level 7 where it spreads. No, wait, is that level 7? Yeah, that's level 7, right? Am I tripping? I forget what it is.
The expanding one? Yeah, I think that's 7.
Yeah,
you don't get the infinite time, but you get the growing.
Yeah, and it stays on the ground for a little bit afterwards. Yeah, that thing was really strong from like halfway across the screen, just dropping it, getting a reset. Oh, you're trying to get out of here? Oh, here's another reset. Oh, Brightwing's trying to phase. Oh, guess what? You're silenced now, and I got a reset on top of that. Oh, you want a cat? No, you're not going to do that either. It was pretty cool.
Be interesting to see for sure. Bit of a wild card here. Where do you think Maiev lands? Maiev got that buff at level 20. You get the 2 Vault of the Wardens. We were already seeing Maiev at this level. There's certain situations it came up. You've got Maiev players all over Storm Division, and Maiev just kind of got better. Do you feel like Maiev still just has that very specific draft role, or do you think the Maiev priority in general goes up?
I think the Maiev priority in general will go up. I do know both of these teams play Maiev. At the higher levels of play, we will definitely see more Maiev. The silence now on the containment disc is pretty strong. It's almost 2 seconds worth of silence after already being completely. You haven't been able to play the game for a few seconds. Now you come out, you still can't play the game. That's pretty powerful. And then having the 2 stacks of trait at level 20, when at that point in the game, a death can determine the result of that game. And it's not like Maiev has the most incredible form of sustain either. She just has that vault of wardens.
Yeah.
I definitely do think we'll see an increase in her participation here, whether that's through a ban or through picks. Absolutely.
It'll be interesting to see who snaps that up, because I think of Maiev almost exclusively as a last pick. But if there's a thought, maybe they might snap it up in the 3-4, maybe, I don't expect to see a Maiev pre-mid ban. But maybe in the 3-4, it might be a threat. It might be a threat of a mid-ban, just to try to control that Maiev. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I think it depends on the map. What kind of angles can you find as the Maiev player to engage on? Can you come out of like Tomb of the Spider Queen? You're rotating from top to mid, for example. You can find a nice engage there with your you E in, you get a nice Umbral Bind. Maybe on something on like Infernal Shrine, coming on like the back side of the shrine and getting a nice engage as well. Her wave clear is pretty good. The amount of damage she can pump out is really good, and she sets her team up as well. If you have a tank that has low low engage. Maybe we're looking at, we have a Garrosh on our team, for example. Having that Maiev being able to start that fight for you, and then the Garrosh being able to follow up on that engage is really powerful. And there's not a whole lot you can really do against that when that happens. That Maiev comes out of the shadows and just creates that chaos, sets the team up, and what do you do? What do you do? It's hard.
It is, especially if you're caught on the wrong hero. Like I know, as a Gul'dan player who plays Gul'dan at a very gold level, Maiev is a problem. I can't just right in the range I want to be. That's where Maiev can get to. Tychus, I've got at least my little dash to just try to move away, but my big green machine just not doing well versus the Maiev, so I got to watch out.
Yeah, it's painful. I mean, and I'm a support player. I'm somebody like Malfurion, and I get caught out. I'm like, well, that's it. Nice knowing y'all. I'll see you later. I'll see you in 35 seconds when I spawn. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I think she's even better. And it's interesting because we don't see the Maiev at the lower levels of play, really. So,
really, sometimes you get an enthusiast come on out in the amateur divisions who has the Maiev, but it's not usually in your bag of tricks as like a flex player.
Right. There's a team in Nexus division, Match Ready. They love their Maiev. Their Maiev wombo combo team fights. Yeah. They got the Warden's Cage. They got the Orphea, Eternal Feast, and then maybe they got like a Junkrat Riptire in there or something like that. It's a good hero, and if you have somebody on your team, or if you're a flex player or someone that's looking to, even a tank player, because we've seen tank players pick up the Maiev because of the high engage potential that she has. And you're looking to expand your hero pool a little bit, pick up that Maiev. Really play with it. See, try the different builds and challenge yourself mechanically as well, because she is a pretty mechanically intensive hero.
There's some, there's things that you got to know. The first thing that tripped me up for a while when I was trying to learn Maiev is that pressing Umbral Bind does not attach the Umbral Bind. You've got to attack afterwards. Yeah. You can't just press the button and then start boogieing on back down the lane. It doesn't work. So it's just little tricks like that, it's the things that you pick up on heroes. Like, if you were a normal cast player and you started playing Garrosh and you're like, wow, this doesn't work at all. I can't even play my hero. It's just, just one of those things. You figure out the little micro, you figure out your settings, and then, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Let's see. Last word on our 10th player was they were on the way. We'll see how that works.
We're on the way. Here. Hey, we've been filling the time pretty nicely. All right, it's been pretty natural.
It's been all right. We've been 10 minutes of going on. It's not bad. It's hard to do solo. I'll tell you that much.
Go ahead.
I think this was Storm Division Season 1. I had to fill like 25 minutes solo. That was brutal. I don't know how I did it. We've got a 10th player. Yes!
There he is. He's there ready to go. Hey, we're not shaming anybody, but hey, thanks for showing up, Liam. Good to have you.
Liam is in the building. We've got more lightning and numbers in the lobby.
There it is. Towers of Doom, man. This is a pretty good Maiev map too. You can double soak with this hero. You can catch the side soak with this hero, and in doing you show up to a 4v4 or a 3, make it a 4v3, because that second person from the enemy team has to catch the sides. They always try to match. A lot of people will always try to match that side soaker, and then Maiev clears it, comes down, looks for a nice flank engage, and finds the picks.
Absolutely. One thing that one thing I learned recently about Maiev is at level 1 with Naish's momentum, how quickly she takes a bruiser camp, which is like really, really crazy. I don't know if it's the same on sapper camps. I know with 2 targets it's a little iffy for Maiev, but 3 might be okay. I don't know if you could take Maiev as the gray main type. I'm just going to go solo that camp hero.
Right. I mean, if you're using the Umbral Bind with the Naisha's Memento, it'll cleave to everybody. It'll do it on that cleave. But yeah, I think it just hits the 2. But yeah, you can still do it. You can still do it, and you just have to get a reset on heroes to be able to get nations back. So it's good. If you only have to commit one hero to just go take those sappers for you, that's a pretty big deal. You have more bodies on the map. That's less chance of being invaded because you have your team that's kind of around you, controlling the space around you. Maybe they can look for a pick. Maybe they're picking up side soak as well. That's something
off lane or do fun things like that.
Exactly.
Opens up the possibilities.
Yeah. Less resources that have to do simple tasks. That's a pretty good thing in this game. Oh.
One player had to restart, which is why we're not going into a draft right now. But they'll be back in just a moment. I'm not sure why the restart was necessary, but hey,
you called it. You called it before we even went live, and you were just like, they take forever to get into these lobbies. I'm like, true, true. But once we get started, it's boom, boom, boom.
They're pretty good at forming the next lobby. I will say they don't spend hours gassing on between games. They're ready to go. But we'll be going here in just a moment. Towers of Doom specifically, we talked about the Maiev. I mentioned the Lunara earlier. It's been kind of coming up as the sort of catch the mid lane soak. Scouting, I think, is very highly valued here on Towers of Doom. Being able to see that rotation, being able to see that camp without having to commit. I think Lunara's doing some good work there. And also, the lanes are just super wide. Lunara has a ton of space to work with to just move around and make the tank's life difficult. I'm interested to see whether it's going to come out here.
Yeah, and there are some Lunara enthusiasts on both sides here. That Wisp, Kelsier said this on stream the other day when they were asking him about Lunara's Wisp talent. He's like, man, that thing is so good because it helps. One, it helps your team out. You have vision. Two, the enemy team is always in vision. So now their plan has to. Well, what's happening here? Oh, no.
I think there was a glitch. They're going to try to remake the lobby. It gets weird when the host leaves and then tries to rejoin.
I see. Okay. The enemy team has to consider that they're being scouted. They're in complete vision. So whatever plan they had in place, well, now it's different because now it's the enemy team is probably adjusting to the fact that they see us rotating down here. We can't just walk through this space anymore. Now we have to play safe. We have to play scared. And then also if you're on the team that has the Wisp, your tank can position somewhere else. Maybe they don't have to anchor that bush that most people typically. Maybe he can stay further out. Maybe he can catch them way early before they walk into that Wisp. Maybe he can stand on their bush, on the opponent's bush. It does create a lot of opportunities for you to use your resources in different ways. All right, I think we're in here. Yeah, I think we're
we've
good.
Got a lobby. They're switching the teams. Sorry, it said I cannot start because I need 16 heroes. Yeah, that's just a classic bug. If you're the host of the lobby and you have to Alt F4 and come back in, game doesn't even know you anymore. It's unhappy that you left. But we're in a new lobby. We're going to get the teams put on the correct sides, and then we're going to fire up Towers of Doom because we are all set and players are itching to go here. I almost had to get Murda on the scene. They did have 20 minutes to start the game. They were fine. They were good. It's one of those things where it's you don't want to enforce a time limit because it's supposed to be we just want games, but also it's not fair to the rest of the teams in the tournament to not enforce it here but enforce it over there. It always feels bad. And I'm glad that everyone got in. We're a little bit past the 20 minutes, but it's due to a lobby bug, so I think we're fine. We're all good. No problems there.
All right, first pick. Boom, boom, boom.
Team.
Okay, by the way, they're on opposite sides this time, so you might.
No, I think they're.
Oh, they're swapping.
Oh, no, is Roger still? Uh-oh.
Oh man,
is Roger's account still screwed? Oh no. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Does Roger have an alt? I know you're not supposed to do that, but I just want to play.
We just got to get going. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, because that messes up stats and stuff, but I'm not even worried about it. Hopefully. Shoot. So, this was a new lobby, too, so Rogers, something must be wrong on the account level. How do you fix that? Do you just have to log out of BattleNet?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never like actually had that bug happen to me.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna, for the sake of expediency, throw a Smurf in there. We know it's Roger. Everyone knows it's Roger. It'll make the stats look funny, but I'd rather just not games in. Just when they report the games, they can't make sure. Just make sure to say that, you know, don't say that Roger was one of the players in the. We'll get it going here in just a moment. We don't want to screw around too much with lobby bugs. We'll get a Smurf in here. Biggie. If the full restart works, that's great. If not, you know. I wonder, you know what I've always wondered? I don't have any Smurf accounts. I've just got the one account, but I also don't play a tremendous amount. I wonder if there's actually any people up in the GM or the Master leaderboards that do not have a Smurf account. I feel like the answer is probably no.
I think there might be like a couple purists, you know, just a couple. And I think that's probably... I know there are some GMs on the leaderboard that are up there because of the region that they play in. The leaderboard is shared between their region and our region. But they're playing on their region, if I'm not mistaken. That's how I understand that correctly. So maybe that's like their actual name. That's the only, you know, account that is on the GM leaderboard.
Okay.
But
I mean, I could see it. I don't know. Like the thing I hear most from them about like why I have a Smurf is like because I want to play at times where I can't get games. Like I'm GM 50. I want to. It's 10 in the morning. I want to play games. No one's playing games. Like I want to play. So you make another account, right?
Yeah. Oh, Turk doesn't have a Smurf, but he's in GM. Okay. All right.
Chakram saying they got the one account. Yeah. Okay, we're identifying them. We're bringing them out of where the woodworks.
I mean, but do they though? Do they actually not have Smurfs?
Suspicion afoot.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh man. Okay, Roger. Let's go, brother.
We're trying the full restart. Should be hopping in pretty soon. Hopefully we don't get the bug again. So I guess there's only 14 heroes in the free-to-play rotation. I feel like that's on purpose. To not have brand new accounts able to go into the draft. Oh, we got an invite. Almost.
Come on.
Big time tech time up in here today. Can we reach 30 minutes? We're so close. Yeah, that's Storm Division Season 1. That was, I was waiting on Team Alexander to come on through. This was just a regular season game. The other team was happy to wait. We were just killing time. I wasn't wise like I am now, or I have like a timer that I can just add minutes to when things aren't moving along. I started right at 9, and I blathered on for about nothing for 25 minutes by myself. Oh, that was a weird day.
Yeah.
If Roger's restart doesn't fix this, then we're going to use a Smurf. Yeah, Zergling.
Yeah. Yeah, his account is bugged right now. This is unfortunate, but whatever.
We'll have to just go to Battlefield next game and have a 9-minute match. That'll get us back on track.
Exactly. Maybe at BlizzCon, Blizzard will announce that they fixed this bug.
That would be the
big
BlizzCon announcement. Lobby bugs are a thing of the past.
Yeah,
Alt F4 as much as you want. It's going to be fine.
No flame. For all the flame, whatever.
We can't tell everyone how to keep their 600 points. That information is on lockdown. Can't do it. It's evil stuff. All right, looks like we are going to try a Smurf.
What else? Brightwing. Brightwing did get that buff too. To the trait.
Brightwing was a weird one. There was like a nerf buff that seemed like more of a net buff when she's already like universally first pick. It was very, very strange.
For me, it's the cooldown. They reduced the cooldown on her. I just dropped my chair down. They reduced cooldown on her trait on the soothing cleanse that she has.
Yeah.
Which I mean that ability is very powerful. And if you're auto attacking consistently, with the magic spit, you have some pretty decent uptime on it. Now it's even easier to get that done.
Of doom.
Do we have a draft?
We're in the draft. We're in there, dude. We're in there.
We made it. 9:30 p.m. We're starting our draft.
Any Thrall discussion?
Thrall discussion. Did
I
get
think, yeah, he got a battle momentum at level 20, essentially.
Ah, that's right. Everyone was going, is this even pickable? And I was like, maybe, I don't know.
I think it's pickable if you're like maybe an Earthquake gamer and you want more Earthquakes up, but if like you're picking Sunder and then going that talent, you should just want Sunder upgrade because having it up.
More Sunders is great. I do like more Sunders. Windrush is cool too. It's hard to. Those are just three just really good talents. Hey, it's a Lunara ban. That's weird. Junkrat ban coming on out as well. So I guess they heard our Lunara discussion.
There it is. Junkrat and Lunara both off the table. There's the Stitches ban. That is a hero that that Tremor plays, I believe.
Yep. Seen a few Tremor Stitches around. There goes the Brightwing. So Stukov's going to remain up.
Yeah.
See if Team Backdoor wants to snap that up, or if they've got something else in mind here for towers.
Heavy likes the Brightwing for sure. I think Heavy will prioritize Brightwing over any of the other supports. So kind of removing that hero right now. Pretty good move. Who takes the Stukov bait first?
Team Backdoor jump on it. I mean, you've got stuff. You could do a Sylvanas. You could do. Jeez, they're gonna take the Stukov. Okay.
All right. Cool.
Abby says, "All right, we'll do it."
What nerfs?
No nerfs, no problem. Heavy impact with the next two picks here. A Nubarak up and available. We're going to see that Malfurion come on through for Weary Day, and the Dahaka. So
nice.
Favoring the big global offlane here is Heavy impact.
Yeah, big global offlane, and also a pretty disruptive hero with the changes to that this hero got to his the E talents. Can create lots of opportunities to be disruptive, set things up for the team, set up his own drags as well, the tongue drags, and playing for the bot side camp on this map, the bot side sappers, gets a little spooky when there's a Dahaka on the map.
A Nubarak and Blaze will be the response here from Team Backdoor. We've seen Liam on that Blaze quite a number of times. A Nubarak Stukov has been a pretty popular setup as well for just a double stun into a silence. It's tough to play around that sort of snap CC into silence that that combo can bring.
Yeah, there's some pretty strong setup here. Really hard to kill that front line, and playing. There's a lot of heroes that people like to pick that they will not pick because those two heroes are on the board. It makes it really spooky. Like Blaze can pump out a lot of damage on his own later on in the game. So you have that. You have the stuns from the
CDR on collision course. Yeah, it's just bang, bang, bang.
You pump it out, and that's a lot of damage up front. There's a lot of damage up front. Anything that follows up, you're probably just gonna kill something. This is gonna. I'm pretty certain this is a low blow game. This is that front line that I was talking about earlier, where they create the space for Stukov to be able to just spam E. This looks like it. So
Garrosh Band coming out with the Stitches Band kind of eliminates that displacement possibility. So it's going to have to be a May here from Tremor. And Roger is going... Roger is Despair, by the way. Despair on the ult, because we had a lobby bug. Roger going on to the Vala here.
Yeah, May. This is...
Oh, my FK band.
There it is. There it is.
Carbon going with the Maiev. It's going to be the Hanzo backline here for Unaverted. Exciting
The
stuff.
Hanzo... Hey, these are some pretty, you know, these are some comfort picks here. Carbon plays the Maiev. Hanzo, Unaverted. Like, Liam, Blaze.
Certainly
To be
not
fair,
unfamiliar
Liam
picks for
Durrell.
these here for these players.
Yeah, for sure. I'd like to see another melee here, potentially. Some other front line. There it is.
Rosaria did get
Interesting.
touched this patch as well,
Yeah.
so we got a little bit of a showcase here.
Yeah, so nice beefy front line. You've got, you know, some support here for the Vala as well. A lot of zone control around the May against heroes like a Nubarak, Blaze, and Maiev. I'm very curious to see if it's going to be enough. But I like the draft that Team Backdoor has, and I like the adjustment, some of the creativity, I think, from the side of Heavy Impact. And I don't know who won. I'm gonna not make any.
Zarya's the
here,
wild
but-
card, right? I mean, you've got the Vala supported by a Zarya. You've got May to try to control that situation. But there's just there's a ton of CC and Wombo over on the side of Team Backdoor that, you know, you've got the double support, but it's a Zarya Malfurion. So not the fastest support in the world. I mean, we'll have to see whether May can stop this onslaught that's coming right down the pipe here from Team Backdoor.
Yeah. No hard cleanse, right? We've got the Nature's Cure. This Malfurion is going to have to be... Weird Days is going to have to be positioning very safely, kind of just out of vision from the Nubarak. And it's hard. It's hard. You've got the Sonic Arrow that can... Hey, we've got eyes on Malfurion. We know where we can engage. Carbon maybe looks for a flank. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let's see. We finally have a game number 1 on the left and the blue. We have Heavy Impact. Mason Blaze is on the Dahaka. Infrared is playing Zarya. Weary Day on Malfurion. Roger playing Despair, playing Vala. We've got Tremor on the May.
On the right-hand side in the red, we've got Team Backdoor. We got Heavy on the Stukov. Liam playing Blaze. Jachuggy on the Nubarak. Unaverted on the signature Hanzo. And Carbon also on the signature Maiev. In chat, they were saying it's 50% Maiev, 30% Sylvanas, 20% Ming. That's the likelihood that we will see Carbon on any of those heroes.
I can dig it. Checking on our level 1s as the teams scout each other out here. It is the tissue regeneration for Dahaka, so not going with the speed, going with the health instead. Got the Q build here for Vala, going for that Hungering Arrow business. And a W build for Hanzo.
Yeah. We got the wave clear, came out quicker here for the side of Heavy Impact. Ooh, nice resets. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Carbon. Nice blizzard there by May. Catches Carbon on the reappear. Oh, Jachuggy going right in there. Tremor gonna have to pop that cryo freeze, but still gonna get hit with the impale. Tremor trying not to get pulled in, follows a little bit further before popping another one of those blizzards. Nice follow-up route. Not quite enough damage coming out from the Vala just yet to be able to follow up on that Nubarak. Oh, Tremor in trouble. May goes down in the mid. Quite the extended fight there. Really trying to control those rotations.
Some serious aggression there from Team Backdoor, just constantly putting on the pressure and not letting up. That was pretty cool. I wonder what that looks like once all of these sustain options come online for the side of Heavy Impact, how those skirmishes end up looking like.
It's definitely going to be interesting once you get those cleansing shields coming on out for Zarya, once you get the Nature's Cure coming on out for Malfurion. Whether those long engages, there's a ton of stuns, don't get me wrong. Team Backdoor has a ton of CC that needs to be taken care of, but a few well-placed ones might be enough to just halt the engage.
Yeah. And then scrapping like that, also really good for Vala. She wants to be scaling.
That is low blow, by the way, for Stukov.
Yep.
No reactive ballista spores here, going with that new style.
Yep. We got the
Carbon with a huge Umbral Bind there, pulling him into the silence. My goodness, the resets are in. Double kill, Malfurion and Vala are down. What a pull from Carbon.
Huge. 3-person Umbral Bind into the silence. Reset after reset. This is what I was talking about. That Malfurion gets caught in that Umbral Bind. That's it. That's doomsday for that hero. It's really painful. And that wasn't even like Maiev can look for that on her own, and then you have the Anubarak and the Blaze to follow up if you wanted to. That's pretty impressive.
Very nicely done. Everyone on the side of Heavy Impact will be back for this next altar phase. With Dahaka and Blaze, I expect they'll just go ahead and pick up their own altars without too much fuss. But we'll have to see how it goes down here in the bottom lane. We have a deep south altar to start things off. It's not in that middle position, so the positioning is a little different in this spot.
Look at Blaze up here stalling out this cap. Looking to cap.
Liam's actually doing it on the left. I thought that they would just take the honorable trade, but it's going to be, you know, Blaze thinking that maybe they can stall out until the cavalry arrives. We'll have to see if that's true. Big silence coming out onto Despair. Look at that low blow pull back. And that is Vala going down here. Can Carbon make it out? Tremor on the chase. But May, one more auto maybe? Yeah, Maiev going down with Tremor on the kill there. Chachuggy, Burrow Charge not going to connect. Will not be stunned there by the Blizzard, but there's a lot of damage coming on in, and now it's Anubarak going down as a double kill. 2 for 1 there.
Even with Vala being dead, like that's a huge positive trade for Heavy Impact. The Zarya was just actually eating so much right there, was popping off, and now they get 2 caps. And look at that. They're
going to take the top left here. Carbon's got the top right, so it will be a 2 for 1 there for Heavy Impact. And one thing to point out as well in this setup, May did go for that heat transfer on level 1, empowered basic attacks against CC'd enemies. So that definitely helped on those last couple hits there.
Yeah. That was a 4v4. The skirmish was like pretty even. They found the pick onto the Vala. However, they had committed so many cooldowns at that point where Zarya is just like, well, I'm just going to stand here, do absolutely nothing, and you're going to die to feel the heat. Pretty good.
Gotta love Feel the Heat. Infrared being caught there, gonna get the pullback from Carbon. My goodness. Zarya never had a chance there, but Mason Blaze on the flank could be a big trade coming on through. Stukov next to go down, very nicely traded. Oh my goodness, the stun train onto Anubarak is insane. That's gonna be another 2 for 1 here as Weary Day gonna get pulled by that bind once again. And Unaverted could beat. Oh my gosh. Roger going way in there, taking a tower shot or 2, but the trade onto Hanzo is good. Tremor cannot be denied here.
Let's go. Wow. Okay.
Let's bring up that hero damage. What's that hero damage? 7.6 for May. Not too bad. Zarya sitting on 10.5. These frontliners are doing work for Heavy Impact. Carbon could be in trouble here. Vault's the other direction, gonna shed some of that damage out. Looking for a reset or 2. Oh my gosh, Roger going right in there. But Carbon switching the other direction, trying to get out of the May Blizzard, will escape onto the back line here. Liam rotating down to make this a 4v4, but Unaverted coming in to make it a 5v4. 10s are in for Heavy Impact, but with Tremor low and Dahaka away, they're just gonna go ahead and reset this fight.
Yeah. Really cool. This is really awesome to see. We're seeing some of that, the sustain options coming online, the scaling that's occurring here for the side of a Heavy Impact. Some of these fights that are look good for backdoor kind of fall flat after some time.
Huge engage onto May. The Zarya bubble is not enough. The expulsion zone either. There's a big containment disc onto Zarya here as Blaze throwing out the bunker to try to cut off the retreats. Big jet propulsion onto 2. Weary Day is going to be next to go down here. 2 dead on the side of Heavy Impact as Infrared trying to get away. Mason Blaze may not be so lucky. There goes Dahaka, and look at that. There's that growing infestation. Big dividends for Stukov here.
This pit comp here from the side of Team Backdoor, you have to lock somebody down. You got to make sure that silence is there and secure that kill. Once you get that kill, you can look for more. That was really quick. That May Tremor died so fast there. It was absolutely disgusting.
Ice Wall Arena Vengeance combo, but nice lurking arm once again from Heavy denies any follow-up onto Jachuggy. As we now move into the macro phase once again, both teams just going ahead and picking up their sappers here. They've been pretty on point with that. There hasn't really been a break in the sapper camp takes. There hasn't been like an invade opportunity thus far. Oh, looks like we have a rotate to the mid here from Team Backdoor. Tremor is going to scout it. Looks like Dahaka not going to be caught by that rotation.
Weird day. Got cut off there. Has to be a little passive. Oh, Tremor!
Barely outside the zone, activates the cryo freeze and will avoid the containment disc as well. But look at all these follow-ups. The body blocks are in and May is out.
Yeah, that was a good
Sometimes you don't
look.
need the hard CC, you know? Sometimes you just need to be in the way.
Heavy making the read there, throwing out the weighted pustule, catching May Tremor there in the silence, and then the rest of the team able to follow up. We got to be careful. We got to respect it. This is a thing with like a double support composition. This pseudo double support composition here that we have for Heavy Impact. If they're split up, it doesn't feel good. It feels really bad, as a matter of fact. If you're caught out in no man's land, you're gonna get picked, and you're gonna die, and it's gonna put you behind. They find that pick. They're able to secure. Probably they get the talent tier advantage. They'll secure at least their side, and maybe even look to grab the opponent's side as well. I think they got the bot tower, bot fort.
Bot fort did go over to Team Backdoor there. Liam channeling on the right. Weary Day just starting it up here for Heavy Impact on the left. Carbon trying to move forward here, but sees Tremor in the bush and decides not to advance any further. Unaverted was actually able to stay down in the bottom lane to guard this tower. That's a pretty big macro win here for Team Backdoor.
Yeah, we gotta get this fort back at some point. However, walking into this is gonna be spooky. Look where Carbon's position. We talked about those blank engages from the shadows earlier. He's gonna be looking for this. This is exactly where he wants to be. He's having fun right now.
Carbon sitting and waiting. Weary Day stepping out for a moment. There's a little bit of clump on the side of Heavy Impact, but they're far enough away from that edge that Maiev engage isn't a big possibility yet. Tremor, I don't know if Tremor actually saw Carbon there. He kind of stopped on the edge. Weary Day almost certainly seeing Carbon now. Maiev going to go ahead and back on out of there.
Pink's coming out, leaves, easy peasy.
Oh, there's the massive shove. Not going to connect there from Heavy. Continuing to see those big scatters coming out. Ice Wall actually going to land here onto Hanzo. Carbon with the counter engage, but May has the stun. Dragon Arrow somehow came out before Hanzo was stunned again. Can Unaverted get away? No, the Hungering Arrow connects, but it's a counter kill onto May. 1 for 1 down here in the bottom lane. Mason Blaze is coming on in to make it an odd number engage. Carbon with another big pull. Nubarak going to get hit by the carpet and taken down, but Carbon is cleaving off of the lurking arm once again. Liam on the edge is looking for Furion. My goodness, it's a 3 for 2 here for Team Backdoor.
Oh, the lurking arms. I'm telling you, man, these things are so disgusting. Able to get the reset. Silence after silence. Unmolested in that backline is Heavy on this Stukov. He's doing a fantastic job prioritizing the targets that they're hitting and making sure that they die. That was a pretty cool engage. Burrow on that bot side being able to get the trades. Unfortunately, the Keep was able to confirm the kill there onto Mason Blaze on the Dahaka. I think looking for those kinds of engages, if you're Heavy Impact, is kind of spooky. I don't think you really have enough room to engage on them. You kind of have to almost wait to get engaged on. And even that is... Like, what do you do?
Tremor going to try to go in there, not going to catch Heavy. Expulsion Zone, not going to catch Stukov either. There's the Ice Wall, going to try to cut off the retreat here. But Team Backdoor manages to get on the other side of the wall. Dragon Arrow on the edge because it's going to be cleansed. Tremor will be all right, but look at that front line. Another Silent Zone comes out. Mason Blaze going to be pulled on in. Zarya somehow still alive. Has the bubble, but is finally going to go down. There goes Dahaka. Zarya is put into the cocoon here. Going to try to bust on out. Infrared going to get out of there. The unstoppable bubble will deny the pull, but another kill goes over to Team Backdoor, and they continue to have constant control over this bottom lane.
Man, they're playing this so well. They're cocooning like Zarya and then containing the May and then focusing whatever's left. They're doing a really, really good job with the tools that they have. This is fantastic.
Heavy Impact's going to go ahead and take a boss, one player down, thinking they can get away with it. Let's see. They probably can. They could probably get away with it here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and finish that up, grab a couple shots in their favor. It is a triple altar phase coming up here, though. And that could be trouble. I mean, they've only got 17 core health left. If they lose all 3 of these, that's 15 shots into the core here.
Yeah.
They're going to have to make a stand on one of these points. I don't think they've got time to deal with the bottom. We've got sappers coming in as well, so Mason Blaze has to handle that. This is a really tough spot. Uh-oh, Tremor in trouble in the mid as well. Silent Zone comes on out. Oh no, there's a pause. Tremor might have been caught by a DC.
Oh, Heavy out here abusing the bots. No shame. No shame. Let it be known. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's a really unfortunate one.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate disconnect timing there. May just standing there in the lane. Oh, oof has been called in the chat.
At least he called it. At least he called it.
Yep.
Find out what's happening.
That's gonna be a pretty big advantage here for Team Backdoor, getting a kill coming into this triple altar phase. Tahak is stuck down in the bottom lane trying to get these sappers down. Crazier comebacks have happened, but it takes a lot. It takes a lot.
Dang. Yeah, so many different forms of engage. I'm looking at this, right? You can find the big slow from Stukov, the big root silence. You can do that. You have the huge Hanzo arrow that comes flying out. You've got a new Barak. You've got the Maiev. You've got the Blaze. This is pretty gnarly. Oh, here we go.
They're going to go down there in the mid as we load on back in. Weary Day going to try to channel the left, but it looks like Chuggy going to get there for the interrupt. Containment Disc actually going to come on out there. Carbon
he's a gunner.
wanting to find this follow-up. Expulsion Zone trying to get the save. Somehow Weary Day able to pop that Tranquility before the silence came through. But we're going to see top left channeled here by Team Backdoor. Unaverted channeling the bottom side. We've got Liam channeling the top right side. And actually 2 sappers got through in the bottom lane, so the core is going to be going down to 1 health.
At least the boss was done, right? So that win condition is off the map here, so...
We've got 3 sappers going to come on through. There's another minute until the back sappers are up and available. So if only one of these 6 gets through, that's going to be it. Infrared with a very nice personal cleanse there to avoid the kill. Dragon Arrow on the edge. It's another huge pull-in, but there's the counter pull from Mason Blaze, almost getting Carbon there. Tremor on the chase is going to get hit with that containment disc. Somehow Carbon going to escape here, but the sappers are on their way. Infrared just stunned for days, trying to get out of there. Oh, is finally going to go down. Silent Zone trapping Mason Blaze here. Carbon looking for another pull. Sappers are still stopped. No one across the line yet, but one is still up. Dahaka is going to be the next to go down here. Sappers are taken out, but so are 2 members on the side of Heavy Impact. Oh my goodness, Trevor! Oh, he almost got Sonic Arrowed to death.
Wow.
He almost got Sonic Arrowed.
That was so close. Check that guy for map hacks. I don't know. I'm just Oh man, this is pretty rough. Pretty rough. It's not over yet, but hey, at this level of play,
you've got the single altar phase coming on through. Heavy Impact, they're working on the bottom tower here, but Chuggy is in on the flank.
Cryo freeze.
Ice Wall going to have to be forced out here. 15 seconds on the altar as mid tower goes down. Heavy Impact going to have to go around here. Oh no, okay, they're going to finish it up. They've got time.
Yeah, there you go. They got it. They're going to have to fight for this. This is talent tier down, 2 levels down. Ugh,
Chuggy's here on the edge. Maiev moving in there. Oh, Weary Day actually gets pulled out. Oh, but the bullseye comes in. Malfurion is down here. Bunker comes on out to save Liam and Carbon. May is next to go down as the containment disc going to whiff, but there goes Vala. 3 kills. They're looking for more. Infrared going to be pulled back. Zarya goes down. Dahaka is out, but this game is through. Liam going to channel the bottom altar, and Team Backdoor picking up the victory here on Towers of Doom. GG.
GG. Yeah, we saw that engage from that top side, that flank there onto the Malfurion, caught out. And you know, that's how Team Backdoor's composition was working. That's how it worked. They were looking for those types of engages, and they found them and able to punish. Super high levels of threat of engagement there, and not very many tools to kind of deal with that. I wonder if, well, there's a lot of things, draft wise. And I would have liked, some more peel. Maybe you can double soak a little bit more effectively with other heroes, or maybe there's a bunch of what ifs you could do there. I think for sure though that this draft, the Zarya, the main, the ball, I think there is something that could happen there. Maybe on a different map, maybe you remove certain heroes out of the picture, maybe you add certain things to your composition, but there's something, I think there's something there that could eventually work out with some more science and more practice.
Yeah, I mean, you bring it into the labs, you try to look at, how that draft went, because there was no point at which I, disliked their draft a lot, but, I mean, the Zarya seemed like the best option in the last spot, considering what came through for Team Backdoor, which is just a gigantic engage pile. But could you have seen it coming? Could you have banned something different? I don't know. I mean, that's just, it's for the scholars, right? You try
that's for Twitch chat. That's for Twitch chat to figure out.
That's for Twitch chat. GM zero's all up in there. Higher than GM number 1. To let us know how it was. Speaking of letting us know how it was, here's the talents in case anyone is interested. There it is with it's basically full E coming on out for Stukov. We went low blow into vigorous reuptake, growing infestation, massive shove. It hungers, Vox Populi, and push comes to shove.
Easy peasy. Now let's see how fast that next lobby gets set up, huh?
We'll have to see. I assume these players are going to be hoping to get started very soon, so I imagine we'll see a lobby quite shortly. But for now, we bring it back to us. In terms of team fighting, I mean, it was just all team fight all the time from Team Backdoor. I'll be interested to see whether we see that early Malfurion again from Heavy Impact, whether they go something a little bit more resilient in the early pick position. So maybe you can go Dahaka May at the start instead of like a Dahaka Malfurion to try to leave that possibility open, considering the Team Backdoor has presented such an aggressive style here. Right. I mean, it's all just, you counter my counter of your counter, like meta drafting stuff that goes on with these players.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough to know what to do next. You've got to have so many things that you're thinking of at any one time.
Yeah, absolutely. I like Malfurion. I think Malfurion's a pretty versatile hero. I just don't know if it's something that needs to be picked up that early, because it can get punished pretty hard. Now, I guess you can prepare for that kind of draft that comes out of the side of Team Backdoor, right? Like, we got a Malfurion. They're probably just gonna Pepega run at us and and try to kill us. Maybe we set ourselves up in a way to where we have the tools to deal with that. But whether that was an August or something like that, I mean, even then, I don't think that would have fit as well. And I think they banned the Falstad, actually. They
did ban the Falstad there.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got to be prepared for it, or I think save that Malfurion pick a little bit later. Maybe you flex out that support pick to something a little less. What's what I'm looking for here? Conventional. But the lobby's up and get in there.
Oh, do we have the lobby? Yeah. We're going to Infernal Shrines,
nice.
Our favorite team fighting map. Our favorite Mephisto map. Show me a Mephisto.
I like this map. This map is fun, man. Like you got a little bit of everything. You can macro, you can team fight. You got the objective. Like the fighting in the arena feels really fun. It's cool. The Punisher, following up on the Punisher. It's a cool map. I know some people don't like it because you get RNG'd by the what type of Punisher it is. But
I wave my hand at this.
Yeah.
I've not got to the level yet where I'm drafting based on hoping to get a frozen Punisher first. I'm not there yet, so I don't feel the pain. But definitely having drafting a comp that can follow up on a jump is a really it feels rewarding.
It feels so.
It's like, oh, they didn't go Johanna. Who are they gonna tank this with? And then you just dive over there and dogpile. That's so fun.
You're like, oh, who's gonna? Oh, that was the Malfurion. Oh, the Malfurion decided to moonfire the freaking Punisher. Cool, let's go.
You remember how much worse that was before the fort changes? When just anybody could fly over the wall and just like produce a summon and just walk away like nothing happened.
Yep.
Diablo's just charging with their extended shadow charge range from the middle of the lane into your fort.
Good times, man. Oh. Good times.
That was like the thing, you had to learn how to do that as Diablo. It's like if you weren't shadow charging the Punisher jump, it's like, why are you even playing Diablo?
You're trolling. You're trolling.
That's what this tank does.
You gotta get in there. Use that HP, man.
Doesn't matter if the wall's at full. Get in there. Get a kill. All right, starting off with the Brightwing ban here from Heavy Impact. Global presence, all the much more necessary here on Infernal Shrines. There goes the Junkrat necessary ban from Team Backdoor. Wonder if we'll see the Dahaka priority again. I feel like Global's obviously super important, a lot of value, but I find it's kind of hard to approach certain shrines as Dahaka.
There's some
like the wall placement is kind of funny, the bush placement is kind of funny. Whereas something like a Yrel or a Blaze just seem to have an easier time.
Dahaka can be pretty annoying on the shrine. He's stealing monkeys. He's in the bush. He can burrow behind somewhere. Later on, like Contagion can be pretty pog. You can get some pog contagions on the shrine, and he's just generally hard to kill. I don't know. I think we might see the priority again. I just hope that we play in draft in such a way that we're able to really capitalize on the burrows. We're aggressive. We have the aggressive burrows. We're fighting. And I feel like the Dahaka with a double support composition or with a hyper carry in the composition doesn't really work. It's kind of weird. So
the damage isn't quite as consistent or as targeted.
Yeah.
I like that combo. Tychus and Stukov coming out to match the Hogger here. That's pretty much exactly what you want against a Hogger.
Yeah. If you can cast the silence on a Hogger before he starts spinning, or before he casts some of the abilities, having the Tychus there to follow up and whittle him down is pretty good. Again, I wonder if we'll see this front line that's in front of Stukov to create that space, again, allowing for the lurking arms to happen. We have the Garrosh right here. I guess this is like an anticipation of an aggressive composition. The Garrosh pick says, if you're aggressive, this hero will punish your positioning, theoretically.
Heavy Impact definitely trying to tilt the draft with that pick.
Yeah. So what does Backdoor do here? Do they continue with the aggression, or do they pivot away? The Zarya ban to me indicates that they still want to be aggressive and they just want to remove a tool that kept whatever damage or whatever alive, or provided an extra cleanse, etc., etc. So they still probably want to be aggressive.
You can probably still go Anubarak here, as we see Malthael actually banned away here, wanting to protect Hogger from yet a third counter pick on the side of Team Backdoor. Anub, I think you can go Anub here. You can't quite play the same always E-in style versus Garrosh, but I think it's still doable. I wonder if it's actually going to be a Diablo here.
I mean, Cocoon's a hell of an ult, dude.
Yeah.
What Garrosh?
You just take him away. That's definitely an option. Looks like they're going to go with that. Chachuggy heading back to the Anubarak, and Carbon is going to lock that Vala here for Team Backdoor. But yeah, I mean, like you said, just Cocoon the problem. Maybe we'll see some sick Indomitables. Those are always fun to watch.
True. Very true. So we got the Vala and we've got a Tychus, the Anubarak as well. Okay, this is interesting. I would like to see some melee options. Okay.
This is a very short-range team from Team Backdoor. It's going to be the Lucio. Okay, so they want the extra cleanse. They don't have the Zarya for it this time. They're going to try out the Lucio. Is Chromie safe here? Chromie feels safe.
Yeah, feels safe, but I think if there's like a Leap Sonya or something here...
We do still have another pick from Liam.
Yeah.
The Sonya can be a problem.
It could just be Blaze. Bunker's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good ability.
Yeah.
Good wave clear. Hard to kill.
There it is. We're just going to go with the Blaze. Solid option. Hard to go wrong there. Chromie should feel safer, though, into the Blaze rather than a Sonya. There's not a ton. I mean, Vala can follow up. Stukov can try to get in position, but Chromie's usually so far away that that's less of a big deal.
Yeah.
Looks like Roger going to switch onto that Chromie there.
Zarya bans for Speed Shield Garrosh. True, that is a thing, but like
Lucio Garrosh accomplishes a similar thing. It's not as snappy as the Zarya speed bubble. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of short-range heroes on the side of Team Backdoor. If you had a hyperspeed Garrosh running at you, it would definitely mess up your positioning.
Backdoors draft a lot more. This Chromie to me is a little weird. I would have preferred to have seen another frontline option there instead of the Chromie. Maybe something that can kind of hold their own in the team fights, can put pressure onto any one of those heroes and provide another alternative source of engage for the Garrosh. Hey, based off of those criteria, fill in the blanks, come up with your own hero.
Cassia, maybe? Has Cassia fallen off too much? Not sure. Let's introduce the teams. On the left in the blue, we've got Heavy Impact for game number 2. Roger is on that Chromie. Infrared playing Sylvanas. Tremor is on the Garrosh. Mason Blaze on that Hogger. Weary Day on the Lucio.
The right-hand side in the red, we've got Team Backdoor. Heavy on the Stukov again. He's debating whether or not he wants to go low blow. We got Unaverted on Tychus, Liam on Blaze, Jachuggy playing Anubrak, and then Carbon on the Vala. Again, this you have the front line, you've got the potentially low blow, but here we go. We're going to go with the reactive Ballista Spores. Yeah.
Possibly wanting to have an extra slow to apply to Garrosh after the Indomitable comes out. Could be a consideration. Maybe slowing down Lucio, probably more of a consideration.
Potentially more sustain. Also, if you go from here, you go full trait build. Being able to pump out a lot of healing in quick bursts in very pinch scenarios. I think it's pretty good. This is definitely a more passive.
Tremor gonna get slowed down into the silent zone, being pushed back with the quarterback as well. There's the quick throw. Liam connects at the end of the jet propulsion.
Yeah, look at
Garrosh
that.
going down first blood. Nice rotation. Usually you don't see a 1-minute rotation from your offlaner, but it's good game sense or good comms.
This is the kind of stuff that I want to see, man. This is the kind of. I feel like a lot of people in Heroes of the Storm have been playing so passive for so long. You find those opportunities like that, and you go for it. Hey, I missed a couple minions top or whatever. Cool. Who cares? We got this down here. We got the kill. We got the mental boon on our side as well.
Either get booned or you get boomed. You know how it is.
True. True.
So that's 2 siege camps for 1 here. For Team Backdoor, that is their prize for the early kill. Nubrak going to get on out of there as Tremor was looking for a throw there. Looks like Liam going to be able to clear out the mid pretty effectively as well. A little bit behind on the experience, but pretty good start from Team Backdoor here. I say behind. They're like a minion behind.
Yeah. Mid Shrine here. Both teams probably going to be looking to start their bruiser. I say that because that's just what everybody does. They each go to their bruiser camp. One day we'll see the hey, let's just go over there. Screw it. Let's just go over there and just go see what's up.
Yol Invadio on the camp.
Yeah,
there's not too many. I mean, with these comps, you might think Hogger would just go do it solo, so maybe you could pull off a sneaky invade there. Here we see Weary Day was helping out Mason Blaze a little bit. But, ooh, Despair could be in trouble in the bottom lane. Chuggy's hanging out, but there is the, what do they call that?
The,
like Time Walker's Pursuit is the talent. I guess, I'm not sure if the actual ability, like the clickable, has a name. But it is Time Walker's Pursuit, the talent to catch people on those flanks with the vision.
I think it's called that, no?
The button's probably called that, but I didn't know if it was one of those weird things. Is Indomitable going to come on out? Tremor getting out with a sliver of health. Almost another kill there for Team Backdoor. Tremor going to tap and try to come on back in here as the shrine starts.
Yep, getting on to the point here. He's pretty low, unaverted on his backside.
Chuggy's stepping up once again. Tremor could be in trouble. Edge of the Silence is connecting. There goes Garrosh. Liam right into the back line there. Infrared trying to move back. Will go down. Another 2 kills for Team Backdoor. Very strong start as they achieve level 7.
And they get to go clear top, easy peasy. They get the objective, no big deal. Yeah, get some push. I would like to see somebody go just start second bottom too, like just maximize your advantages.
We're gonna go ahead and make sure they totally secure this objective. Weary Day down in the bottom lane, letting some of those minions die off. Try to let Heavy Impact stay ahead on the minion soak here. Nice scout there by Chuggy. You don't usually think to check that top bush, but against a Garrosh comp, you never know where that sneaky War Chief is going to be. As Tremor baits the Punisher over the wall, looks like this is going to be a pretty simple clear up here.
How many stacks? How many stacks of Master Assassin do you think we end up with?
This game?
Yep.
Based on how game number 1 went, 15 stacks.
There it is. I was going to say
15 stacks.
I was going to say the same.
They got 3 kills so far at the 4-minute mark. They're starting off pretty good there. 1 kill before Master Assassin was chosen there. That's just a lack of value. What can I say? Where's the optimization?
True. Absolutely.
Team's working on their siege camps once again here. Lucio checking the right side. Weary Day just poking the head over there. Lucio, a hero that can do that. Just kind of face check bushes every once in a while. But looks like there's not going to be an invade here from Heavy Impact.
No invade. Man, I was gonna say I'd like to see Heavy Impact potentially just go push a side lane or something like that, kind of create some pressure on the map, force a trap and go or something like this.
They are down a full level here, so they're very soon not going to be able to engage for a good minute or two.
Well, even if they wanted to, how do you do that with Garrosh, Lucio, Chromie? That doesn't feel good.
Not the strongest run you down style comp with the Chromie attached. Sylvanas can kind of keep up with you, but Chromie really likes to be on a point and have the enemies trying to access that point. Push down in the bottom lane here from Team Backdoor. They're going to wipe up this bottom wall. Easy peasy. Finishing that off there. Heavy Impact pretty close to their level 10s. We'll be able to try to engage once again soon. Looking at the heroic choices here. Team Backdoor looking pretty standard. We got the Strafe, Bunker, Odin, Cocoon, and Massive Shove. What are we looking at? Anything interesting over on the side of Heavy Impact there? Or are we looking pretty standard?
There's a mind control. I was going to say, I really want to see a mind control here. There isn't really a cleanse to be able to remove that. You can try to find it picking some damage onto somebody. You get the mind control, you get the shockwave, you get the damage from Sylvanas and Chromie, and you find that pick. If you go Wailing Arrow, you're probably just griefing. Wailing Arrow, the bunker comes out, you get in and you get out. Like, who cares? With the mind control, that person's not getting in the bunker, and they're probably going to end up getting killed. But we'll see. We'll see how the execution plays out here.
The level 10 swing is real sometimes. In the early going, you feel like a Garrosh comp has a pretty good going in the early set, but we've got a couple of engage tools now on the side of Heavy Impact here, which could be big in these fights.
Trevor hitting building. Careful, because there's going to be somebody on this bush.
Liam scouting on the edge there. Oh no, oh no, Chromie setting up the time trap is going to be caught. Nice unstoppable. Is it going to be enough? I feel like that was a couple unstoppables there.
Yeah, there was some high fives.
I'm not sure Lucio could apply that many unstoppables at once. I feel like we might have had a couple there. I think that was a Lucio onto Chromie with a Garrosh Indomitable coming on out there. But Tremor going to survive for now, but maybe not for long. What a quarterback toss, but Tremor survives. Unbelievable. Once again, Tremor getting out with like 29 health.
Using that HP effectively. Again, we got unaverted in this bush on this bot side. Nice high five to stop that CC, but he's in the cocoon.
Nice breakout there by Mason Blaze, making use. There's the taunt coming on out onto Blaze. Mind control hitting as well once again. Oh, Garrosh gonna go down, almost making it out again. Chuggy pulling a tremor on the right-hand side, staying alive there. Despair trying to watch the edges as Unaverted hitting that big long-range Odin, but team backdoor, they're going to wrap up another objective here.
Yeah, they dumped all their damage onto a Nubarak, by the way, who had his exoskeleton active, the shield active, had 40 spell damage, so all of Chromia's damage didn't really do anything. And then on top of that, they walk away with 1 HP.
Oh,
Couldn't
feels
confirm
bad.
a kill. Yeah, that's tough.
13s are in for Team Backdoor. They're going to clean up this bottom fort, no problem. This is a Frozen Punisher. They might get some significant damage onto the keep wall and possibly more here.
Yeah.
Let's see if they go with it. Chuggy going to check out the edge.
Oh,
Looks like they're just going to go
this
for the
move.
mid.
Oh, they're looking for
Auger.
the Auger here. Yeah, yeah.
Blaze going to be caught.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Stukov not in range, but the overkill is enough.
Hey, just you got a Nubarak. Let's get this building down. There you go. That was such a good call. I don't know who made that call, but it was so you love to see it. This fort was already at like 15-20% HP, and then the Hogger. Hey, we can catch the Hogger and get the fort. Huge value. We're not going to get anything else with this Punisher. And now they get top.
They're just going to go for full map control here.
Yeah, team fight composition. They're looking for the picks. They find the picks, and they get whatever else that they want. They won the team fight, got the objective. Objective, secured the building. Okay, we're not going to get the keep here. Let's go find another pick mid. You get that pick, you get the building. And now because of that, you get the other building. It's so good. They're playing to their composition, their team composition so well.
Really nicely done. We see heavy impact. They're trying to force something on this camp, but Team Backdoor not going to allow it. They're just going to go hang out over on that right side. Are they looking to possibly engage over the wall here? Oh my goodness. So that was a lot of damage onto Mason Blaze from a distance, but Hogger going to get healed up there.
Wow. 4 stacks. We're on 4 stacks of Master Assassin, but, you know.
Not quite the pace I was expecting.
True, yeah.
We're at 4 stacks. We can still get there, but so far, I mean, heavy impact, they've been doing a good job of not just throwing themselves in there. And that's something you see with these Storm Division level teams. They're not just like going to the end and saying, maybe we win, we'll see what happens. They're pretty well versed in how a fight's going to turn out at any one moment after the, the initial engage or the initial kill. So, Tremor going right into the back line there. Big shove coming on out from Heavy. There's the black arrows, and first fort of the side for Heavy Impact is going to go down.
Hey, there you go.
Just being a big body, allowing the rest of the team to step up there.
Yeah, and then they'll go catch their soak.
Look at Blaze. Liam is just double soaking right up to these keep walls. He's going to mount up and try to get away. Weary Day is on the chase. There's the dismount. Liam could be in trouble here as Tremor catching up as well. The rest of Team Backdoor is on the way, though. There's the jet propulsion. Liam is desperately looking for an angle. Mason Blaze has the stun. Bunker going to come on out. The delay was enough. Oh, wow. Weary Day going straight into the back there. Going to avoid the engagement from Chuggy, but look at the damage. High Five's going to have to come on out to reposition as Tremor hitting the entire enemy team with a Groundbreaker.
Wow.
Was that a 5-player Groundbreaker from Garrosh?
I didn't notice. I was watching Weird Day Peepo sprint into the backline to be able to cancel whatever.
I feel like that was at least 4. But holy cow. Mind Control is actually going to catch Heavy here. Infrared scouting with the Mind Control maybe is going to catch Stukov, but the follow-up not in range.
Okay.
All right. I barely caught that with the camera there. I was like, what's going on?
Oh, man.
I heard the sound.
Wait till 20. If we get to 20, just wait. He's going to be throwing that into every bush and just...
The scouting ult. Big time scouting ult.
Bottom lane is pushing out here. I think it's probably going to die. It should die. Yeah,
yeah, it's starting to run into that minion wave, but might be one little Goatman left. As we see Heavy Impact looking for their level 16s. Another lead on this Shrine. Mind control out onto Chuggy, but there's the pull away. Liam going straight in there, going to be thrown out by Tremor. Good reset. Good reset there by Heavy Impact. They're going to have to find another way in here.
Yeah, we're seeing the mind control. I honestly just go shove bottom lane. I don't think there's any way you're able to get in here, catch enough monkeys, and win this shrine. Like, when you were already down, use your comp. Go siege up. Go somewhere else. Go do something somewhere else. But nothing happens. Granted, it was a mid shrine, so if you want to push bottom, you kind of pushed up too far, then top you can get flanked on. But
they're gonna go for the defense here. It is an Arcane Punisher that's going to be jumped over the wall here. Wall already taking a ton of damage. Odin coming on out as well. Tremor gets the leap over. High five going to save the Indomitable there. But this keep could be in trouble. Tremor going to find the stun there. Punisher getting burnt down pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah.
This keep getting burnt down pretty quickly as well.
Yeah, you got the Odin, you've got the Beetles coming out. Oh,
Tremor.
Nice bait, but it's not going to be enough.
So much damage coming out from that collision course. There's the Unstoppable from Sylvanas Infrared, able to get away. They're going to start moving ahead. Mason Blaze is low on the back. There's the long range from Vala. Weary Day could be in trouble as well. Core shielding is gone. There's a minion wave here. This is going to end right now. Despair moving back into the base. The core is being absolutely shredded. And Team Backdoor, they get to keep and more. They're going to pick up game number 2.
Hey, we shout out to anybody in Twitch chat if you saw that timeout that Roger did there on the Chromie. That was a cute little move there. Timed out the cocoon. The cocoon flying at her. Times out and didn't go anywhere.
So no Indomitable plays, but the timeout comes in. That's a tight timing. That's a tight one. You get the instant feedback, but you're not really... as a Chromie, I'm not feeling like I got to stop that cocoon on every engage, you know?
Yeah. Fancy. You know what? I noticed that. I saw that the mind control came out. Chuggy's walking forward. There was a taunt, but then he was able to just get away anyways. I didn't see. Was there a burrow? Because there was
an
no
unstoppable short range, but I didn't see the layering of abilities.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe he was able to get the unstop. It was weird, but I was like, that was weird. I heard the mind control. I heard the taunt, and I didn't see anybody actually taunted.
It's a weird CC, right? Taunt is kind of this extra heroic level CC. Maybe it just doesn't really layer properly.
I don't know.
I mean, there's just so... It comes up so infrequently. I mean, now that wine control's a thing, it comes up more.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, before it was when are you going to run, Taunt Variant and Garrosh together? It just didn't really come up.
Yeah, but no, that was a clean game there for the side of Team Backdoor. They 7 kills to none. Again,
0 there. I mean, Stukov, like you said, going to that full trait build with the reactive ballista spores, a healing monster. Hard to deny. I mean, there were a couple of almost kills there.
Yeah.
To be clear, Chuggy had to get out of a couple scrapes pretty narrowly there, but really just once again the Stukov showing the value. I want Brightwing's really good, but Stukov has 2 wins here.
2 wins, yeah. I don't know. We'll I mean, there's also the Nubrak and Blaze also have 2 wins.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's some kind of adjustments we'll make here in the draft for the side of Heavy Impact to be able to make those reads.
0x might have it. If you can't be taunted if you're mind controlled. It's like a reverse taunt.
True.
It's like you're being sent in the opposite direction. It's I can't be taunted by my own team, and I'm on your team because I'm mind controlled.
Maybe there's an interaction from the walking forward of mind control and the taunt.
The move. I don't know if the movement would have something to do with it. I don't know enough about coding to really be able to comment on it, but it is an interesting interaction there. You've got 2 ultimates that have a weird CC that don't seem to layer properly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've got a map here. They're ready
BOE.
to go. Battlefield of Eternity shall be map number 3. Who chose this map? Looks like Team Backdoor choosing the map.
TBD. Yep.
TBD. They were kind of a funny team coming in because they were, before they were known as Team Backdoor, they were Team TBD because they didn't have a name yet. It was too meta for me, man. I couldn't handle it.
That is pretty meta. That is super, super meta. Yeah.
We've got the very scientific clip in the chat. We've got Chuggy, Untauntable, Giga Chad. We're going to submit that to the Hero Scientists.
Let me look at it right
Put a
now.
very realistic report in.
There's the mind control. There's a taunt. Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange. That's so strange.
Very, very odd. Could be one of those things that just hasn't come up enough, and I feel like sometimes, you know, things are known, but then it actually gets in front of a developer's eyes on Twitter or something, and they're like, huh,
Yeah.
I didn't know about that, and then they just fix it next week.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, you just changed the number. I never even knew this was an issue. But we're into the draft here. We're going to Battlefield of Eternity, our only 2-lane map in this map pool.
Yep. Another team fight centric map as well. Curious to see if what the Vala priority looks like here. I'm mixed feelings on Vala on BOE right now. Currently, there's a Ming band that's a Carbon Ming.
That's a Carbon band for sure.
We'll definitely prioritize that hero on this map. And I wonder if we'll still see the Brightwing ban, or if they'll, say we're going to ban Maiev again. It's Junkrat.
Junkrat once again moved. I was kind of surprised, but also not surprised to see no Junkrat changes this patch. It's such there's a tipping point on Junkrat where you go from you're actually hurting your own team to you're ruining the other team's lives. It is so far along the learning process that it's difficult to balance the guy. There's the Stukov ban.
Stukov ban. Okay.
So maybe they're looking to take a Brightwing. Do you think Team Backdoor actually bans the Brightwing response? Are they gonna tempt? Are they gonna just offer it up and then go ahead and just take all the stuff they've been playing? Gonna ban Lunara. Okay.
Yep.
They're gonna offer it. Said, you want the Brightwing? They want it. Fury Day gonna lock it up here.
Yep. And I think we'll still see a similar style composition, to be completely honest, from the side of Team Backdoor, except for a Stukov. That'll probably be an Anduin. Doesn't have the silence, doesn't have the slows, but has pretty big team fight potential with the light bomb. His healing.
I feel like a Nubarak Blaze. He just, why not?
Yeah, and he's got the space to maneuver and heal and not ever be pressured. But
or just not do that. Just completely throw my ideas out the window. Okay.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'm not hurt by it.
Haka and Hanzo. Okay.
So, I mean, you've got the Hanzo race. You've got, a lot of scouting potential in that mid with your scatter arrows. That's always nice to have. To Haka, you've got a lot of bushes to move around in. Dragging people into immortal stuns is fun.
I've got PTSD being Hanzo and Haka's being on the same team. That's
there's repositioning there that Hanzo doesn't enjoy.
Ooh, Muradin. We're going straight up with the Muradin. With Diablo
it's like Hanzo with, Lucio and ETC. It's like, could you fools just keep someone still for once? I just want to hit a shot. Muradin coming on through Vala. Looks like we've got a pretty objective-centric comp from Heavy Impact here.
There's probably going to be a Maiev ban here now, too.
Got the Zarya ban coming on out. Team Backdoor don't want to see the super-powered Vala. It's a Nubarak. Heavy Impact really trying to shake up that draft.
Okay. There's Chuggy does play Diablo, if I'm not mistaken, right? I would assume that
Diablo into Vala, pretty good. Into Brightwing, kind of frustrating.
Into Brightwing is pretty frustrating for sure, but are we going to pick some real supports now? We're going to go to Garrosh Deckard.
Garrosh Deckard.
Cool. Okay. Even that into the Brightwing can get a little, obnoxious. Because, Garrosh walking up, trying to do anything after a big slow that gets cleansed from the Brightwing is, I don't know. Now we go with
the
Blaze.
Do you think this is a Dragon Strike from Hanzo, or do we go with the arrow?
There we go. We got the Thrall. This is a hero I was referencing earlier.
Going to be the choice.
This is probably just going to be the arrow, the big arrow, I think. But I think
to help with the engage. But you got the cage too. There's a lot of keep them still potential. Maybe that's too cute. I think of this stuff and it's like, if I was, putting stuff together for a YouTube clip, this is how I'd pick it. But then you can't, you can't play that way all the time,
Comment, like, and subscribe.
That's right. We need the highlights.
Oh, I like this throw a lot. I really do. Just some added beef on the front line. It's just strong sustain.
Try to control Maiev, control Dahaka a little bit.
And he pumps. He steps up and he throws out a couple. He's swinging out there, Yeah, I like it.
I'm a little worried about Thrall into Dahaka Maiev just for positioning's sake. Like, these are good players. They can position well, but like both of those can just pull you right out of things. So Infrared's going to have to be careful. Let's see how it goes for game number 3. On the left in the blue, we've got Heavy Impact. Infrared's on that Thrall. Tremor going with the Muradin. Weary Day on Brightwing. We've got Roger / Despair on the Vala. And Mason Blaze playing the Blaze.
Oh, Mason Blaze. On the right-hand side in the red, we got Team Backdoor. We got Chuggy playing Garrosh. By the way, has a good Garrosh. Heavy on Decker Kane. Unaverted on the signature Hanzo. And Carbon as well on the signature hero Maiev. And then on the top side in the off lane, got Liam on the Dahaka this time.
Another Dahaka Blaze matchup, though on opposite teams this time. Tremor going to get caught with an arrow to the face. Going to be sent on back there by Unaverted. Waves match here. Looks like, trying to keep an eye on things. Tremor does not want to be caught unawares by this Garrosh, and I feel like that's going to be a lot of this game, is Muradin just standing in Garrosh's face saying, you want to use your throw, now's the time, buddy.
Yeah, throw. I like this. Like, they're just, ooh, be careful.
Ooh, careful there, Roger.
Yeah. That was spooky. I like having this throw on this top side, putting pressure on Dahaka, and look, they're just switching up, hitting building. Yeah,
Liam getting caught there.
And they can even go for this top camp. They can go for this top camp and then just phase up if anybody from the side of backdoor.
Chuggy taking some hits there, but the potions from Heavy are there in time. Very nice stun there from Tremor. Garrosh was on like the very edge of tower range on that Stormbolt.
Starting bottom camp. We still don't see the camp getting started on this top side. I don't know how I feel about that. Like that should have been started forever ago.
Infrared, Mason Blaze. Let's see if they do it after they wipe up this lane here. So Liam's going to have to step forward. It's a little bit of a lane collapse here. You got to be a little bit careful there, Doc.
Yeah.
Looks like Mason Blaze is actually going to head out here. Oh, just looking for Carbon on the edge. Nice call out. We see the follow-up Feral Spirit, and Carbon going to get away. Wow. Was that a next level oil spill there?
That was.
He threw that out way before Carbon warped. That was awesome.
Get the vision there, yeah. They force a Brightwing Z here. They're gonna take this camp, but like, do they take it? Yeah, they take it fast enough. We're good. All right, cool.
Gonna go ahead and pick that up. Garrosh was on the way. Chuggy was thinking about moving in on that, but looks like things are lining up to ultimately be pretty normal here. Shaman camp's gonna be coming up soon.
Mm-hmm. 2 stacks, by the way, on Vala's Q. This is what I'm saying about Vala on this map. Like, you're not stacking. She was stuck down there clearing. She doesn't get Mortal Burn really until level 7 when she does have Monster Hunter. But then, like, she's also losing a lot of damage on the Q because you don't have the Frost Shot. So, like, her team fight by potential is lowered.
Mason Blaze could be in trouble here. Chuggy's got the angle to throw his in. Carbon going to get the pull back, but nice stop on the jet propulsion. Weary Day coming in with the save. Infrared on the edge is just eating up Hanzo here. Weary Day is going to fall in kind. 1v1 turns into a many v many and a 1-for-1 on the kills.
We got the burn going here. We got the Thrall and
Despair.
Yeah,
is that and the Rolling Thunder? Okay, that's Hero's Own. Oh, wow. Actually caught in the Immortal Stun there was Tremor being pulled back and rooted once again. But Muradin is Muradin, and we'll be fine.
Nope, my dogs are popping. 1 second. Be right back.
Big time dog time. Someone's at the window. Gotta get him! As we go into the Immortal race here on the left-hand side. Team Backdoor looking to engage. There's the throw once again onto Murden, but Tremor going to be saved once again by Weary Day. Everyone just bopping all over the place. Liam on the backside is going to get the pull onto Roger, but a nice cleanse is going to allow Vala to get away. Carbon was looking for a connection there. Pretty strong defense here from Team Backdoor. Tremor trying to work in on the edge once again. Unaverted on that Hanzo has moved back to try to start this clear.
Oh,
see
nice
what
drag
this is like
there.
on the edge. Oh, we got a big stun there. Put the pull back as well, and look at that, just pushed around again. There goes Brightwing, and the defense still going well, but unaverted. It's going to take a little while for Hanzo to clean up this Immortal. We'll see if the defense can continue to hold out.
Yeah, I like these little sneaky flanks that we've been getting.
Infrared is
Oh,
chewing on Garrosh a little bit there. Roger moving right up there is going to be healed up by Weary Day, and it looks like the race is still going to go over to Heavy Impact.
nice. Very, very, very nice.
Team Backdoor got an impressive amount of that shield off, though.
If you are an aspiring, if you want to be an offlaner when you grow up, you should look at this game. Look at what Liam's doing. Finding those sneaky little flanks, staying in bushes, hiding, waiting for the right opportunity to come out and find those little flanks. Let's see more of that. We saw some of that in the free agent tournament also. Mene playing some of those ranged DPS heroes like the Gul'dan and the Falstad, finding those flanking Horrifies, those flanking Gus as well. Hey, try it out sometime.
Tremor disconnecting. Luckily not in the middle of a gank this time, but we'll get Tremor right back in here. Shouldn't be too long. Last time it was pretty short.
It's pretty quick. Absolutely. Man, we got 4 stacks on the Hungering Arrow quest here.
Still only 4 out of 1,000. That's a tough rate.
Yeah.
That's a tough rate on the Hungering Arrow. Bonzo also a 10 out of 20 here. But yeah, I mean, there just hasn't been a lot of just open brawling in the bottom lane that you sometimes see here on Battlefield.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it had to do with some of that, people rotating up and doing it. There was a long period of time there where Vala and Murder were just kind of stuck there alone, doing nothing but clearing. Feels kind of bad, man. But
yeah, I mean, with the Thrall up there in the top lane, one less target for Hanzo to hit, all the less reason for Heavy Impact to actually go out there and get Q stacks. Looks like we've got the ready coming on out. Jump back into this game.
do it. Let's do it.
Immortal being justly burned down. One thing I noticed during the break. Mayev's level 20 talent. Oh, actually, Chachuggy caught on the edge here. Pops the Indomitable with a move on back. Will be okay.
That's fine.
Tremor being kind of thrown in and thrown out. Shaking the foot all about. I can't remember the song. Oh, Despair. What the heck? Vala moved right on in there. I think, was that a...
Got dragged. It was a
Was that a drag?
Yeah, he got
okay.
him.
I was just like, what was that
vault?
vault? I guess that was a good... Nice drag there.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I for sure thought Roger would keep walking up, or Despair would walk up into the into that jungle there and then disappear, but decided to cut back across the short route. And Liam made the read and was able to get a drag over the terrain and back into his team.
That's a tough one to do. If you can get it, you get kind of this weird rubber band effect as you drag people around that wall. You get some extra distance.
Yeah. I like
now,
this.
Team
Taking
Backdoor.
that camp up top.
Thrall going to go ahead and work on that. He's going to help out, as Thrall's not the fastest camp clearer in the world. Well, there's a big flank coming on through from Team Backdoor. They're going to have to hurry this up. Tremor going to wait on the edge, but Chachuggy is seen in lane. And they're going to have to back off. They can't finish this up fast enough. Liam finds the drag there onto Blaze. The point is being fought over here as Liam is going to have to pop out of that burrow. Tremor moving on in here. Dahaka holding the point. Chachuggy not going to be able to actually get there. Heavy Impact takes the point, but will they get away from this? There's an extra stun coming out onto Carbon. Maiev gets the vault. Thrall just dragged into all the way to hell in the back. He is going to go down.
Yo, Liam right now is just nailing these fucking drags. Excuse me, these drags. It's really disgusting. Capitalizing. The Feeding Frenzy. Feeding Frenzy's pretty good, people. It's a good talent.
It's a pretty solid talent.
Yeah.
Pretty solid talent. Get those auto attacks off, you just get more drags. That's one of those talents that always reminds me of playing World of Warcraft, where you've got to like watch your CDR and watch your hotbars. There's a taunt coming out onto Tremor, but Weary Day has the heal. Heavy on the edge, actually going to catch 2 here. Thrall might be body blocked. Oh my goodness, the containment disc denies the Dragon Arrow. Thrall might still be pretty screwed here, but that's Thrall going down. But a nice clip for y'all out there.
Thunder locked in. Rain of Vengeance. Got the Avatar as well. Oof. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good here for TBD.
We're going to go ahead and keep this race going as Tremor moves forward. Polymorph coming out. The Rain of Vengeance is in, and there goes Garrosh. What a pop there from Heavy Impact. Liam going to find the drag on the edge here, but Tremor's chasing down unaverted. Second kill for Heavy Impact. And they're going to move back and try to start up this race.
Very, very well played there. Lots of cool little things happening. Liam, again, peeling with the Dahaka drag, creating some space. Unfortunately, Tremor was able to get on his unaverted, hit him with the Heavy Impact on the level 7 talent here. Able to land the Stormbolt. There's the Poly, and the CC chain comes out. And back here is just dead. Hanzo just dies.
About a 5,700 health shield on this Immortal as it's going to move down the top lane. Wall already down here for Heavy Impact as both teams actually going to double back and get their Shamans going. As the race last time was pretty fast, so both teams didn't get a chance to do it before the next objective came out. Chichogi looking for an engage there, couldn't quite find the stun. Gonna go ahead and march this Immortal back here. We'll see if let's see if we can get an engage. Tremor looking for a Stormbolt, not gonna quite find it here. Immortal cleaving down the building, got it down to about half here. I think this fort goes down. Oh yeah. Team Backdoor gonna go ahead and back off here as Tremor throws in, throws out once again. Looks like Team Backdoor gonna be okay on this engage.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a interesting interaction that I saw earlier between the Thrall and the Maiev. Maiev pulls Thrall, and then Thrall just kind of like roots and starts fighting. They have very similar HP pools. Nice
Thunder actually going to come on out there looking for Dahaka, getting the dig on down. There's a Dragon Arrow going to hit the clump on the side of Heavy Impact. Blaze is going to throw out that bunker, but a huge sleep and a containment disc onto the backline. Tremor not going to have a phase shift for a save. He is going to go down here. Nice pickup by Team Backdoor. All the ults thrown out there.
Yeah, that was really close there, actually. The Hanzo arrow being able to create that CC. Brightwing got stuck inside the big stun as well and wasn't able to use the cleanse until after the Dragon Arrow hit, which then was followed up by a huge stay a while and listen.
Team Backdoor picking up the other kill. They're going to look for some push down here in the bottom lane, soften up this wall a little bit. Thrall up on the top side for Heavy Impact, looking for that camp once again. Should be pretty safe to finish that up. Infrared almost halfway done with that one. There is Mason Blaze looking for the engage. Somehow Carbon avoiding everything.
That was...
oh my goodness.
A little smooth, You know, they find these picks, they find these kills, TBD that is, and they can't really do much with it. They can't hit the buildings that well with Maiev and Hanzo. Stepping up is kind of... And hitting building is a little rough. But look, we're just going to focus the bottom side.
This bottom fort here. Yeah. Tremor's going to try to tank this for a moment. Despair trying to lock in. Avoids the knock-up from Garrosh. Good job zoning. Good job zoning coming out there from TBD as the Immortals now spawn. Oh, a Sunder coming on now. We're going to see Garrosh hit. Heavy actually put on the other side of the terrain there. I think they were looking for Deckard. But Heavy able to dodge back just a moment. Big drag coming out onto Thrall and Infrared. Gonna get, oh my goodness, healed up. There's the Dragon Arrow gonna connect. Containment Disc not gonna connect. There is Brightwing and Thrall going down. Mason Blaze with the jet propulsion to get out. There's the Dwarf Toss from Tremor. But another sick drag from Liam is gonna connect. The Umbral Bind and Muradin with nowhere to go will fall as the third kill. All the while, Vala kind of just soloed that halftime. We'll see if Despair can actually make it on out of here. Oh no! Vala doubles back. Okay.
Yo, that was really good team fight there. Liam, again, coming in with the burrow, finding the drag onto somebody. They knew the Sunder was down. Sunder was not up. It was just ripped, trying to find a pick onto somebody. And hey, they're going to step forward and take the fight. Thunder's a huge team fight tool. Like you gotta have that.
Team backdoor going to pick up about a half shield. Immortal here, moving up to the top lane. A little bit of a backup here, as this catapult has been pushing. The periodic catapult, so famously called here. But the wave is going to be caught up here. A little bit of free clear for heavy impact. They're going to be able to step up and do some damage. The wall going to get some shots off. See if Team Backdoor can find an engage here. Oh, containment just barely missing the Vala there. Roger with a nice sidestep. Mortal down to about half health here as Carbon looking for those Fan of Knives resets. Big polymorph in the backside. Oh my goodness, Dahaka barely got underground there with a tunneling claws. Vala is going to be the first to fall on this engage. The fort goes down. The Immortal is almost done with one player down. Maybe we'll see some map control coming on out here from Team Backdoor.
Some mispositioning there coming out from Roger. The rest of his team was on the bot side of that fort. They saw where he was. Unaverted rips the Dragon Arrow, and they're able to find the pick there.
Almost got him with the containment disc. Did get him with the Dragon Arrow. Nice find there from Team Backdoor. They're going to see if they can work on this bottom fort just a little bit. Volley is on the way back as Liam somehow hits another drag. Infrared gets pulled back. It's a huge sleep onto 3. The taunt comes out from Jachuggy as well, and Thrall, CC'd for 1,000 years, is going to go down.
Couldn't even press Thunder. Couldn't even press it.
Just too much. Oh, another containment disc flying out there. That is only a 40-second cooldown, by the way. So this isn't just Carbon playing fast and loose. This is a short cooldown heroic.
Absolutely. High tempo. Send it.
Oh my God. There's Liam on the edge. There is the big lurker strain in Roger once again. The slow, I think the slow secured that kill. Allowed the Deckard CC to land, and that's another Vala down.
Pretty busted, huh?
Oh man.
Pretty busted.
Lurker strain with the tunnel and claws speed. Is that speed on 1 for Dahak as well? Enhanced agility. So just a motoring machine.
Just Peepo sprint. Actually,
we need some engage. What are we getting? Let's get that Dahaka. Big time Dahaka engage. Are we gonna go for? Are we gonna flank him? No, we're just gonna run down the middle at him.
Man, I love plays like that. Like people say the off lane's boring. This is the dude. I'm telling you, like plays like you do shit like that. You do stuff like that. You are really just setting the tone, setting the pace for the game.
There's a way to go about it too. Like there's the two kinds of offlaners I've played with are the ones that go, "Are we fighting? Can I come down now?" Or the ones that say, "I'm coming down now, so get ready to fight."
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm on my way, dude. Okay. All right. Cool. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do that sometimes. You gotta take command.
Tremor gonna get the phase shift in. Carbon on the edge gets the warp over the wall, but Murden will not dismount. The heavy impact. Oh, doesn't connect with Dragon Arrow. Gonna catch on the flank as Murden is put into the containment disc. Mason Blaze on the edge off the Sunder, but unaverted is able to skirt away. The engage still going on here. Liam gonna be saved by Garrosh. Jachuggy pops the Indomitable. There's so many potions on the ground. Huge taunt onto 3. Look at the Maya Fan of Knives. Nobody went down.
Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
The Ruby. No, that's not even Ruby. That's Potion of Shielding. That was just potions lying in wait. Unbelievable. I thought that had to have been Rubies with how many potions that Garrosh took there, but just
the Ancient Blessings. Ancient Blessings as well. Everyone's auto-attacking. You get some healing back, and it's a good hero. Deck is pretty good. Wow.
Pretty good hero. We are in aggressive positions here for the clear as Liam once again getting the slow on the back line. Infrared gonna get caught by the engage. It's an Umbral Bind. It's a drag. They want Infrared bad, but Thrall is living. Gonna be able to move back here. Jachuggy wants a throw. Taunt comes out, but the rest of the team is being flanked away here. Infrared able to get away. Mason Blaze with a giant connection. There's the Sunder. Hanzo down. Dahaka down. Garrosh being chased out here. There goes Jachuggy.
You love to see it.
What a re-engage by Heavy Impact.
That was disgusting. I'm like looking at the cooldown timers. I'm like, I see Sunder's up in like 5 seconds. Where's it gonna be? Max range, bumps him in. You get the The Blaze Stun as well. Huge damage follow-up, and they're able to secure the skill. Thrall ate so much damage there. Got the phase shift.
Oh my goodness.
Got the critical mist. Got his trait. Like the hero is.
That was crazy.
Sick, man. Let's
that
go.
was crazy. I thought Infrared was dead. 3 forms of CC before the end. But that's 3 kills, and now Heavy Impact's going to swing back here with this objective. Still half shielding coming on in with this Immortal. Garrosh still 12 seconds from being back, and this keep is being demolished here by Heavy Impact.
Heavy got...
Tremor moving in there, can't find the hit onto Carbon. There's Heavy with a huge... Oh, it's going to be cleansed away, though. Chuggy is back. We're 5v5.
Huge.
Mason Blaze. Oh, I think the Immortal pushed everyone out of the jet propulsion there. Arrow on the edge. Chuggy has 2. The core is down to 68%. There's a lot of low health bars here. Core down to 25. They're going to keep on going. The objective is too strong.
All right.
Heavy Impact swings back.
GG.
GG.
Okay, cool. We got us another game. That's what I want to see. I want to see some games. I don't want to sit here in a little Resident Sleeper 3-0. Let's see some games. That was good. That was cool. Well played. Well played.
Wow. Talk about turning an advantage into a win. Down 6 kills to 13. Heavy Impact swings back in the late game.
Yeah. Ooh. That was pretty. That was a wild one. Like I was like, for sure. Hey, we're gonna keep getting these huge engages. Liam's gonna find these picks. He's gonna set his team up, and it's gonna be a dub for them. But it looked like Heavy Impact was able to clean it up there a little bit, and just stay alive long enough to be able to get their buttons off cooldown. It was like the perfect storm of perfect events to happen to be able for them to be able to find those winning opportunities in the game. But cool. Hey, you love to see some Thrall, man. I'm always pumped for Thrall. Every time I see him, I get excited.
Oh dear, what an engage there. That's going to be one to go over. Goes out there, get a hold of this replay, see what all happened there, because Thrall took about 4 health bars of damage there and somehow came out alive. And yeah, we're going to a game number 4. Heavy Impact will not be denied.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at those talents. I don't know what to do. I'm looking for Stukov in this list, and I'm not seeing him. There must be some kind of bug here going. I don't know. Yeah, Mason Blaze did go that neural stim pack on 1. Just more jet propulsions. Gotta have more.
Yeah, I wonder if this could have been like a Scroll of Stone Curse game on the Decker. He was getting some huge roots. Like he was getting multi-man roots.
Yeah, I mean with the Dahaka sort of lurker strain engage, those Deckard CCs were hitting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Heavy was popping off there on that hero, and I just wonder if maybe there was like just enough extra damage to kind of just eat those team fights into their favor.
Did go with the Herodric Staff.
Yeah,
getting that one extra stun in the back can be useful. You got a Murrid in there trying to leap away.
Yeah, absolutely.
1 extra stun.
Yeah, for sure. And Thrall gets pulled in. You want to make sure he's not able to rip that Sunder right away, being able to bonk him on the head, keep him stunned for a little bit longer. But yeah,
some value there. Yeah.
That was a cool game. That was definitely.
I like that one for sure. Yeah. So we're starting to move on down the map list here. Let's take a look at what's left. Alterac Pass, Tomb of the Spider Queen, Volskaya Foundry. Are our last 3 maps that are available.
Let's see some
I don't know if we're going to go to Foundry.
See some Tomb, huh? What do you think? Crush, make the lobby, tell them they're playing on Tomb, all right?
I would love to see them play on Tomb. I feel like this is going to be an Alterac Pass.
Okay.
I feel like we're going to see Team Backdoor with the choice just go for the Alterac Pass map pick and try to just not allow another game to slip away via a late game turnaround, because it's the Alterac Pass, probably the hardest map in the pool to just win at 20 and go run at the enemy core if you've been down the entire game.
True. The map
There's just
mechanic
so
with the
much in the
armor.
way of running down the enemy core on Alterac Pass.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we just wiped them. Make sure we take this fort to be able to open up to get to the keep. Once we get to that keep, let's take that keep, take the top keep, and then maybe we have just enough time to deal like 10% damage to the core before it wipes us all, and then the enemy team spawns up as well. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
See if they do it. I mean, first pick is pretty hard to deny here, right? I mean, it's a powerful choice. You're going to get one of these maps regardless. If it goes to a game 5, you're probably going to get first pick on Alterac Pass anyway. But, it depends. If you're super worried about having to go to Volskaya Foundry, maybe you just lock in that Alterac right now. Who knows?
Yeah. Are they on? Gonna take a short break. I gotta take a short break. If you don't
Sure,
mind.
we can go to a quick break here.
2 minutes.
We're going to go to a short break. We've been in for 3 games. When we come on back, it's going to be game number 4. Heavy Impact versus Team Backdoor. Sit tight. Alrighty, we are back, and we are setting up for game number 4. Heavy Impact Strikes Back versus Team Backdoor. Let them know that we're ready to go, and all of my conversation about map strategy is out the window. They took first pick. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. Let's jump into this draft.
Tomb.
You know that thing you do as a caster where you know there's the thing that's going to happen is going to happen, but you've got to talk about the alternative and how it could be the super deep strats. And it's like, but why would they do that when they could take first pick crush? It doesn't matter, man. You got to talk about it.
I guess. You're right, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. The Tomb of the Spider Queen, hey, this is a pretty scrappy map as well. There's lots of interaction between both teams in the early game, in the mid game. And then in the late game, any interaction that you have is extremely spooky.
Team Backdoor is just not interested in seeing this Lunara at all.
Hey, it's a hero that's pretty slippery. We see what kind of playstyle they like to have, right? They like the hard engage, they want the lockdown, they want the CC. Lunara can kind of just press a button to avoid all that, you know? It's pretty... And even if you don't get her, she has Abolish Magic, which then removes any all CC, or at least halves it, that might come out onto like a tank, for example. Pretty
Those Stitches coming on through. Stitch is probably the biggest terror of Tomb of the Spider Queen when it comes to all of your work means nothing now because we have level 13.
Yeah, and this Maiev ban, again, we were talking about this earlier, you know, this is a pretty strong Maiev map. Can clear waves, is really strong in those rotations. Later on, you find the flank engages, but we got the Anubarak Blaze, so they're
stealing it. Straight stolen here by Heavy Impact after the Stukov picked up there by Heavy. O'Malley Hots, thank you so much for the 500 bits.
Oh, good, nice.
Regular donator to the channel. Thank you so much for your support.
Yeah, they're plagiarizing here. Someone's going to have to call the... you better hope that your professor doesn't catch on to that, because you're gonna fail the class.
We're going to go ahead and steal that Chromie from game number 2. Leoric from Liam, our first Leo of the day.
Oh.
Bit of a Tomb special just because of how gank resistant he is and how open that bottom lane is to a gank. So I understand the priority here. I mean, Leoric into Blaze 1v1 matchup is pretty good. I like the setup here with Stukov and Chromie, though. Just keeping people in a little corridor is great for both of those heroes.
Yeah. Tight map, you know, Leoric has great wave clear. You can come up from any lane, some side lane with the flank and tomb. Those things are pretty good, you know. So, and hey, he's a good hero into some front line, into some CC. He has his Wraith Walk to avoid any CC, and then doing so potentially reduces damage. Can spec into the auto attack build and deal some damage to that front line as well if that's what he wants to do.
Falstad ban from Team Backdoor. That would imply that maybe they're just worried about using Falstad as kind of like an engaging gust, because Team Backdoor's comp doesn't seem very engagey at the moment. In terms of running down, I mean, they've got the Chromie long range, they've got the Stukov silence at range. Weary Day going to go with that Anduin classic counter setup to this Leoric Stukov, and Roger just going to keep on plugging away with this Vala.
Yeah, Vala, okay. I thought we'd see like Sylvanas or something, just because of
still
the
doable.
way the map works, but
kind of, yeah, you could still do it. Infrared, we'll have to see what the choice is. Maiev is off the board here, so we're not going to see any Maiev setups with this Heavy Impact composition.
Oh, there you go.
Carbon going to snap up that Sylvanas, and Jachuggi going for the May here.
Hard to kill, hard to lock down. Don't really have anything that is going to prevent May from stopping her from pushing her buttons.
What do you think of... This is a weird one. What do you think of Orphea right now?
I don't know. I feel like the silences from
Stukov could be a problem.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of those micro stuns coming out from Team Backdoor, though. It's going to be a Gazebo.
Okay. Scaling, probably not going to be in too much pressure from the front line that TBD is showing. So it's probably going to be able to stack and deal some damage pretty safely, assuming his positioning is okay.
Roger's actually going to go over to the Nazebo here, so Infrared going to pick up that Vala.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, pretty, I think I would say, for me, the Vala Nazebo, like, combo is interesting.
I like the Nazebo as sort of a soft response to Mei. Like, you put out the Cryo Freeze, and you have to either, do I cancel it, or do I get caught in a zombie wall?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Big front line here for the side of Heavy Impact. I want to see. I want to be able to see TBD really take advantage of, like, their Sylvanas somehow, and, like, create a lot of pressure early on, get some significant structure damage done, and really ensure that. I mean, I don't want to say ensure that the game doesn't get to 20, because I mean, you can get to 20 with your comp. You have the Leoric. That's a pretty good good hero at
it's a
20.
solid setup. Made
but-
all that much more survivable.
But you really can try to find some opportunities to snowball if possible. No pun intended. With
I saw
I
that.
don't know. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
Alrighty, we got game number 4. Tomb of the Spider Queen. On the left in the blue, it is Heavy Impact. Mason Blaze on the Blaze. Tremor on Anubarak. Roger on the Vala. Wait, Roger is on the Vala. Infrared is on the Nazebo. I thought they switched. Weary Day is on the end.
Yeah.
They switched back. Those Who's on the right and the red?
In the red, we got TBD, Chuggy playing the Mei, unaverted on the Chromie. Liam, who's been, by the way, plugging extra hard tonight on Leoric. Heavy on the Stukov again, which has been pretty strong tonight as well. And then last but not least, Carbon on Savannah. Did I already say that? Carbon on Savannah, just in case.
Looking at those quests, we've got the new habits here for Blaze, going for that Unstoppable. Another Q quest coming on in here for Roger and Nazebo. It's the Spiders.
Yep.
Gots to have the Spiders. Spiders did get nerfed this week, or last week, I should say. A little bit less of a slow, a little bit less of a duration on that. Pretty warranted, I would say. Well, let's see if Nazebo is still as powerful here.
Yeah, we got this double rotate. Look, we got the Vala. We have Vala Anduin focusing this bot side, and we got the Nazebo Blaze stacking up together.
Infrared gonna get hit with that May engage.
Nice.
Mason Blaze is doing a great job of denying any further damage from showing up.
Really heads up play there.
Liam and Unaverted actually having to come on down here to deal with the 3-man push from Heavy Impact on the bottom lane. Chuggy gonna have to come on through and help as well. So that leaves Blaze Nazebo versus Sylvanas Stukov in lane. That's probably a pretty good trade here for Heavy Impact in terms of lane presence.
Yeah, the wave clear here on the side of
Heavy
Heavy Impact. Look at it, they're able to just keep scaling. 24 stacks on the Vile Infection, on the Voodoo Ritual, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah, Voodoo Ritual. Yeah.
27 on that now. We've got 14 on the Spiders. Pretty good start here for Nazebo.
Interesting, very interesting. And it's like, hey, we don't have the, it's only 14 stacks on Spider. That'll get done. That'll get done eventually. No big deal.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
That's one of those inevitable quests. Like, you never see a Nazebo not finish Spiders.
What other quests are like that in this game?
Bottom camp going to be picked up by Team Backdoor here. So Liam going to go ahead and swat this lane and be on their way. So I want to see what this Leoric 4 is going to be. Whether it's going to be the Neil Peasants or if it's going to be something a little more teamfight oriented.
Right.
There it is, going with the Paralyzing Rage.
Nice. I like that talent, man. That talent's really fun. It's really cool.
I don't think you need the mercenary camp clear necessarily on this map from your Leoric player.
Absolutely.
So you get kind of freed up on that level 4 spot.
Yeah, hey, the big slow sets up for, May CC. You can pump out some more damage with the Chromie. You can do some more damage with Sylvanas. It's pretty good.
Chuggy looking for the flank here. Despair going to be cut off, but will not be slowed by the icing. Still has the vault to get to safety.
Nice.
Nice positioning there. Able to barely... the icing... it seemed like it should have hit. I'll put it that way. The graphic was pretty dang close. But a nice little sidestep is now Chuggy being engaged on. Going to pop that cryo freeze and move back to safety. Gazebo check, 64 stacks. Still 14 on the spiders.
Yeah, doing pretty good.
That's going to be a very healthy Nazebo. Did go with Hexed Crawlers, so no big voodoo. But still going to be a pretty healthy one. Despair could be in trouble here. But oh my goodness, this... Oh my gosh, that was almost a next level silence. It was a split second too late. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I for sure thought this would be like maybe we'll still get it, but the rate we'll get the 8 hungers later. I think having that extra range on the silence against somebody like an Anduin who we just saw was playing so far back is no,
in some trouble down here. Roger taking some damage, but is able to turn it around here as Carbon was forced away by Infrared.
More spider stacks, baby. Let's go.
It's 20 here. Not the fastest pace in the world, but to be fair, Nazebo has basically seen one hero for most of this game. Big Root coming in into the edge as Despair. Gets caught on the edge of that blizzard. Heavy and Unaverted are on the way here, looking for some follow-up. Tremor taking some large hits here. Look at Heavy just chasing with that big arm.
Nice.
Tremor gets over the wall there.
Nice.
Big thwumps.
Nice.
Big thwumps in the chat.
That was crazy. I for sure thought Heavy was going to get those kills there. Step up and
one more auto might have been pretty close to a kill there. Carbon was on the chase with that the Withering Fire.
Yeah, that's something that we don't see a whole lot of Stukov support players and other levels of play do. Just step up, man up like that. Heavy right there showing exactly why Stukov is a pretty good hero. You know, you can sustain your team up, you can set your team up, you can slow everybody, and you can even step up and just kill. You become Kerrigan in a weird way. You're like, I comboed you, and now I'm just gonna run you down the field.
Follow-up route onto Chuggy here. They're going to take some damage, but will ultimately be just fine. Only 2 more gems needed on the turn-in here. Liam on the top side is going to somehow get those in here. I thought Mason Blaze had the interrupt, but I guess on cooldown there. Red Web Weavers coming on through as our first objective of the game.
Yeah,
I want 5.5 minutes.
They got the Sylvanas. They got to push hard with this. Get some stuff opened up on the map. We do have the Nazebo that's probably going to be stacking and scaling off of this. Their wave clear isn't terrible.
Up to 49 stacks on those spiders. Got busy in the last 1 minute since we checked. Here's Leora catching Mason Blaze and Infrared on the edge here. Looking for the body block pin. Couldn't quite get it on the tower there.
Nice. Cool.
Chuggy going straight after Infrared, right? Did May just go through the wall, or was May on the other side of the gate there?
I think May... Yeah, that was weird. I think she was on the other side of the gate.
Okay, yeah. Gate was down. It was a very strange angle. Looked like May went straight through a tower there, but Infrared getting out of there just fine. Top lane mostly cleared away here by Blaze. 10s are in, though, for Team Backdoor. Looking at the, it is the Wailing Arrow and the Slowing Sands. We've got Entomb, we've got Ice Wall, and Stukov still considering the options here.
Yeah, I wonder what we go with here. We got the Flailing Swipes. Nice. All right, cool. I think both are fine here. I do like swipes.
Sending away, that front line seems pretty good here as Tremor gets hit with that silence, but Heavy going to be able to back away here.
Yeah, I'm still very curious to see what level 13 we get from Heavy.
We got an Anduin ult coming on out here.
This is why we got to see the 8 hungers, right? We have to see that range. We don't have the expanding silence, but maybe we can capitalize with the range and be able to get a silence. I don't know. Weirday has to really be cognizant of his positioning, and Heavy's probably going to be looking for that.
You've got the Wailing Arrow, but that's it's a heroic level interrupt. If you can just do it with a silence puddle, that'd be a lot better.
Yeah, and Anduin's probably aware of that. Hey, I can't just pop this button because this individual
going out on the bottom lane. There's the Ice Wall to try to stop this Anubarak. Sylvanas going to be broken on out there. Carbon, actually getting a hit with a web wave there. Is going to get chased down by a Hungering Arrow, but going to be just fine there. Chuggy, still chugging away on the edge. But, pretty strong defense here. Impale engage, and a nice follow-up. Silence Arrow not going to be in time. There's the pull that's actually going to land onto a Nubarak. Roger is hung out.
Survives.
Heavy
I threw Heavy. I thought he had it.
Tremor is continuing to engage, and there's Stukov. Oh no, Despair on the chase! Carbon stuck around! There's so many gems on the ground!
Oh!
Heavy impact with a huge... There are no gems left in the bank here for Team Backdoor.
Oh, that feels bad. With back-to-back turn-in, too, while we're at it.
Oh my goodness. See if they go for the quick one. Tremor dropping off 28. Looks like Despair and Weary Day want to pick up this camp.
Yes.
They're not going to go for the instant turn in here.
A bottom boss on Tomb of the Spider Queen, baby.
Oh my
Dang.
goodness. What a set of kills there. User camp being worked on as well. This is going to be a pretty tough push for Team Backdoor to deal with right now.
I wonder
if they can stop this turn in, that'll definitely help. They're about to have their 13s. Chuggy's got the first one. A Nubrak going on in there. Tremor with the double stun. There's Mason Blaze with the follow-up, and there's just, oh my goodness. Stun after stun as now Stukov is caught in the cocoon. Liam waiting on the edge here. Throws out an Entomb, but there's, a cute idea, but the zombie wall is in, and Stukov is out. Double kill there for Heavy Impact, as two camps and an objective are going to be on the way.
They're going to boss and turn in, huh?
Oh my goodness. The greediest of plays off of these picks. I love to see it.
Hey, there's no false set on the board, right? Yeah,
no. You're going to be okay. You can get away with it. They're going to go for it here. They still don't have their turn-in. They need Vala for that turn-in, so they're going to have, camps are cleared away. Boss is going to be moving down the lanes here. Stukov is actually on the way back. 12 more gems needed. I think, yeah, it still pretty much has to be Vala here. Chuggy and Liam, they're waiting on the edge. They're looking for this. Ice Wall comes out, is going to catch the Vala. Is this the engage that Team Backdoor needs?
No.
They can't get there. They can't get around. Liam is going to try for it here. But they're just going to have to back off and deal with this boss.
Yep, they got to deal with the boss. They're going to get the turn-in, though.
Despair has the turn-in here.
I like the... Wait. What is this Nazebo 13?
What do we got? We got the Superstition coming on out. Is going to deny the Chromie damage until an auto attack lands.
Oh, okay. All right.
It got buffed. It was on the patch note list.
True.
Tomb comes out, not going to clutch Vala. There's the engage on the edge there. Oh, Carbon somehow finding a window there to warp out. Sylvanas going to get away.
Nice.
The Web Weavers are coming in here, Goon.
Yep, they're going to push this bottom side. We got Nazebo also pushing the... Or, I'm sorry, Nazebo pushing the bottom side as we're also pushing mid. What's going to happen here? Nazebo... Is he going to actually eat this guy alive? Probably not. Yeah.
The minus 50% damage there from Leoric cut a lot of that.
Yeah, I like
nice
that
double back from Liam.
I like that he did that. I like that he's going to damage reduction, especially against Vala and Nazebo. You can cut a lot of that damage out, and you're going to give your team a much better shot.
Liam taking some big hits there. Able to get away though. Bottom wall pretty well bruised up here. Web Weaver about to go down as Trimmer was looking for Chuggy. Ice Wall not going to connect there on the edge.
No.
Silence comes on out, but no one going to get caught there. Liam looking for more, going to throw out that 50% damage reduction once again here.
Oh, nice.
Very nice cryo freeze. Is it enough? The big flailing swipe will get Chuggy on out. Nice reactions there from Team Backdoor.
Yeah, I think they still lose his keep, unfortunately, but I mean, hey, this is maybe not. I don't know.
It's not going down very quickly here. Let's see.
Nice.
Roger has to vault out.
This is good. This is really good. They can keep chasing him. Oh.
Uh-oh. Mason Blaze on the edge is looking for it. There's the stun onto May, but there's so little damage out from that Leoric E. Unaverted is still clearing the mid, finding 16 here for Team Backdoor. There is the keep. Chuggy able to get out with that icing. Oh, man. This is slow pushes in. Weary Day going to get caught there. Mason Blaze on the field. Liam is taking a ton of damage. Look at the spiders. Leoric is down. Sylvanas in huge trouble here. Has the unstoppable. Is it enough? No. Sylvanas goes down. Unaverted on 37 on the edge. Unaverted is going to go down. Chuggy trying to pick up these gems, but that's 3 dead, and Heavy Impact are moving to the core.
Oh man, I saw the Entomb coming out from Liam, and then there was a cocoon on the backside. on Sylvanas, so then everyone starts hitting the cocoon,
goodness.
and then Fiora gets the Entomb on Anduin, but there's no follow-up. They were all focusing on the cocoon. That was dang, that was a game, man. That was a game. That looked nothing like the first games that we just watched.
13 minutes. Heavy Impact takes game number 4. We're going to a game 5 here in our opening playoff set.
That was pretty good. That was pretty
Leon
good.
Black holding on, trying not to go to sleep. 10-1 on these kills. My goodness, the Nubarak plays continue their domination here.
Ooh, that was a Juggernaut plating too. I don't see that one very often.
What a turnaround.
Yeah.
Superstition 100% win rate has been called.
Wow.
Can't tell a lie. There it is.
No. Man,
What was the change here? So gain 40 spell armor, heroic basic attacks against Nazebo, remove the bonus for 3 seconds, and spawn a corpse spider. That's the difference. You get the extra corpse spider out there. Cool. It's a cool thing. Spiders are pretty annoying.
gives you some cooldown reduction for your other abilities, right? So then it gives you some sustain if you went with the hex crawlers. I'm assuming that's a talented spider.
It just says corpse spider. Usually it says untalented if it means untalented.
Right, but you know, hey, you know how
it's hot, so you gotta test it. You gotta test it. I feel like it's a talented corpse spider here. So you get, your 1%, you get your cooldown there on 16.
Yeah. I wonder what that game. I was gonna say, even with low blow. Okay, fine. You don't go low blow, but like you go with the expanding pool, and then do you go with the it hungers? Do you just do that and just look to be really disruptive for the enemy backline or even the front line? That was the second Stukov game we saw from Heavy where he didn't go the E build. And that's the second non-E build Stukov game that loses, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember how it did. I feel like you're right.
Right?
Adoriho in the chat says it's talented, but it spawns at Nazebo. Okay. So it's not on the hero. It gets a Nazebo. I assume it then goes to the first available target, not the person that hit you.
Right.
Which, I mean, it's still fine. I mean, the whole point is that it's hitting somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. It's not like a jailer that spawns on the target.
If it prioritizes the hero, it would be better because you would get like cooldown reduction.
That'd be ideal.
Healing, but it just
We've got a fifth map here, Goon.
Oh,
and it's not Alterac.
It's not. It's this map. Oh boy. Well, there's some macro to be had here, but
there's a little. There are minions in the lanes that have to be cleared.
True.
That's about it. You've got the one camp. You've got the turrets. But let's see how they do. This is, I mean, I've talked every time this map comes up. I talk about it. It's not in Storm League anymore. It's been purged from the pro scene. It wasn't even in Storm Division last season. So the meta and ideas have kind of stagnated here. There was, at the time it went out, it was like, do we go top with the first objective? Do we go bottom? Do we just go super late game and go middle with the first objective? Yeah. Everyone's got ideas. Do we do with the objective at all? Do we just, do Zul'jin strats? No one really, there's not really a fleshed out plan. I feel.
I want to see the calculated, don't even go for the third objective. Leave it alone. Let's prep ourselves to get something else somewhere else on the map during that third objective phase, because that one is the ultimate coin flip Pega objective. We don't want that. We don't want that in our games.
Forget about all that. You know what strategy I have seen work here is run it down Asmo in top lane. Go demonic invasion, and every time the enemy goes, maybe we should go to an objective, you just run it down with Asmo.
There you go.
Easy wins. Oh, it's like, do you want to play the map? Well, sorry, you don't get to play the map because I chose Asmodan. That's just sorry it happened.
Leon Black saying you spend 95% of this map doing nothing. That's so true.
If you want to be really, really mean, you go Asmodan Gazlo. Then the enemy team just quits because this game is going to be awful.
Yeah.
Go Robo Goblin and Demonic Invasion, and you're just like, stop doing what you're doing.
Lunara ban. We got the Lunara ban again.
The
That's been
Lunar is allowed.
consistent. Junkrat has been consistent. The Stitches and the Maiev have become consistent.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. A new Barak is a very high priority pick. Blaze has been one. What else has Bastukov?
Man,
Vala.
that's tough. Do you take a noob first? Force them to go Blaze Stukov? Like, is the Anub the key here that you want to take away?
Oh,
No, they're going to say you only get 2 of them.
Vala.
So they're going to steal the Vala here.
I wonder
Big
if
time
Anub gets
meta
picked.
drafting.
I wonder if the Anub gets picked. It is so interesting, like how like over the course of a series, how like each series has its own little meta, right?
They just go with
Blaze Anub.
that pairing. You're going to
Pretty
leave the
good.
healer out for now. So chances are pretty good they get neither Brightwing nor Stukov on the side of Heavy Impact at this point in the draft.
2 very strong frontliners for Vala, potentially. So now you have to go move into a different one. So we've got the Diablo, and I'm very curious to see what support we pair with this, or if we pair with the one. Okay, we got the Stukov. Okay,
Going with the Stukov again. I've got to feel like it's a Brightwing pan. But is this map just so macro deficient that you're not even worried about a Brightwing ban?
I mean, if Brightwing can get these phase shifts off on a Blaze or a Numerak or something like that, that's a lot of healing that is done. That and Polymorph is pretty annoying for Diablo.
Yeah.
Or even Vala or Stukov for that matter. Poly, one of
There's
those
the
heroes
Cody
that wants to
ban.
do stuff.
You've got a brand Brightwing, right? O'Malley Hots with another 500 bits. Going insane in the chat. Thank you so much for your support again. It's a Tychus ban.
ban.
Oh, Chachuggy. Taking over the ban slot, saying, no, you don't get to ban Brightwing. I want to stay alive. Take out that Tychus.
Oh,
You
man.
know what that opens up, maybe? Do we
What's
see
that?
Liam go with the Hogger?
Do we see Liam go Hogger?
You've got the Stukov on your side. You've got the Tychus taken off the board here.
I would say, if anything, maybe we see a Leoric again. Tychus is off.
Zul'jin!
Ooh.
Yes! Jeez, Zul'jin strats.
Oh.
Take the objective. I dare you. Please, please take the objective into my Zul'jin.
Oh, okay. They got okay. Interesting. Well, maybe now you don't go Leoric. Maybe you can't go Leoric. I think Leoric was potentially something that they could go with the Entomb and then the Puddle. But they're going to go to Haka False.
Ooh, the Globals. Uh-oh,
Dahaka.
are they just going to run it into buildings here?
The False stat, they're definitely going to try to rat around a map. But I feel like there aren't really many bushes for Dahaka to burrow
I
in.
was going to say that. On a personal level, the bush placement on Volskaya is terrible for Dahaka for these flanks.
It's definitely not the best one.
It's a
Oh my god, they're still gonna.
They're
steal.
going ultra late game.
Oh.
Can Team Backdoor push the early advantage? That is the story here. Can they win before Zul'jin and Nazebo swallow the earth?
I mean, Vala is a late game scaling hero. Falstad is a late game scaling hero. Dahaka becomes really powerful in the late game. So does Diablo. Stukov is Stukov. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's going to come down to some of these gusts. It's going to come down to some of these gusts. And I think the unaverted Vala, he's going to have to be pumping some significant damage.
I think Team Backdoor has a chance to just win quick.
Okay.
I think they have a serious chance to just win fast against a Nazebo Zul'jin. The kill pressure in the early game is just so low.
True.
Let's see how it goes.
Ooh, game number 5, huh?
Game 5. This is where it comes down to. On the left in the blue, it's Heavy Impact. Mason Blaze back on the Blaze. Weary Day is on Anduin. Infrared playing the Nazebo. Weary Day going on the remake as something happened. We are on the Brazil server.
Brazilian server? Hello?
Unfortunate. I'll try it again here.
What?
We won't have to do the whole draft again. They'll just do a standard lobby and away we go.
Who took us there? What the heck?
Jeez, I don't know. Very strange. But we'll get back in quickly enough. False start. It's okay. Couldn't possibly have just cruised on through game 5. False start. Man, I'm still trying to get over this whole Alterac pass made it to the end without getting picked. It's crazy sauce. Love a good Alterac back and forth.
This one over.
All right, we got a lobby. See if they know the secret strats of not just going into tournament draft. Maybe they'll just give us a lightning round.
Here we go.
We'll get going here in a second.
I think we're good. Wait, maybe not. Okay, there we go. Get out of here. Get out of here. You're talking about, being able to end quick. I mean, if you're like sieging up into a building and trying to, end the game, and there's a Zul'jin behind that who's, pumping some damage into your team and still scaling, like, can you really end quick? I mean,
it's tough. I mean, we were talking about this at the top of the broadcast. Volskaya Foundry is a tough map to just post up and siege on.
Yeah.
Got 1 minute has been called, but we are in a standard lobby. They've all locked in the correct heroes. So we'll be starting up here in just a minute once the side of Team Backdoor is all set to go. And we'll jump right back in. No big deal. It happens. Sometimes you just end up in Brazil. You know how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Blackstormer in chat saying, they're not a fan of Diablo and Volskaya. Points feel too open to get good engages with. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. And then, like, what ends up happening is you're kind of just stomping around, spamming W's, and Zul'jin's just, like, throwing axes at you, stacking off of you, and you really can't do anything to that guy.
It's a different play style for sure. It's not your Tomb of the Spider Queen. You always get the wall bang type of Diablo.
Yeah.
You're playing it more. It's almost like a Garrosh. It's like you're almost looking to E first most of the time and just be a ward. Especially with this, like you said, this Zul'jin setup. All you really need to do is just have Zul'jin close enough. It's not like a snap engage type of team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we get some really nice like wall gusts where you gust the team into the wall and maybe you get an APOC combo off of that or something, that might be like the play. That might be what we're looking for if you're Team Backdoor. And sometimes you don't need to fight. Hey, we'll just go split off one person in one lane, one person in the other lane. But then in that case, during an objective phase. But then in that case, is Stukov Vala Diablo enough to be able to win points? Yeah, there's a lot of questions here, but hopefully it's a banger of a game, and but it doesn't take 45 minutes to end. All right, let's just throw that out there.
It's late. All right, let's get the teams are loading in. We're gonna try this one more time. Hopefully we've come back to the North American server. We shall see. Let's jump in and try this again.
Yes, we are.
Excellent. Alrighty. One more time. Game number 5 on Volskaya Foundry. On the left in the blue, we have Heavy Impact. Mason Blaze on the Blaze. Weary Day on Anduin. Tremor is playing a Nubarak. Infrared on the Nazebo. And it is Despair. Roger playing the Zul'jin.
All right. On the right-hand side in the red, we've got Team Backdoor. Got Chuggy playing Diablo. Carbon on the Falstad. Liam, who has been pogging on Dahaka. Maybe he's just that freaking good that he's going to pog on this map with no bushes. Unaverted on the Vala, and then we've got Heavy on the Stukov.
Speaking of no bushes, we do have enhanced agility here for Dahaka, so maybe just getting a little bit extra range from these incredibly far away bushes will help out.
Yeah. They look like he's looking for stuff.
Drag not going to connect there, but will deny the route. As the waves are going to commence here, we're going to see what the stacks look like. Roger going to step on up there looking for a couple of hits. And away we go. This is, I mean, right now, I'd say Team Backdoor doesn't have a lot of reasons to step into heavy impact here. Like, in fact, there's a lot of reasons not to.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. We've got the Haka playing mid-top, Vala and the... Oh, they're doing the Diablo, Stukov, Vala. Look at this. They're doing
Diablo's going to zone a little bit here. We've got Stukov, Vala. So this time Team Backdoor doing a little sneaky with the lane setups. Going to try to deny just Zul'jin as many stacks as possible.
Yeah, okay. All right. Both teams starting their turret camp.
Turret's going ahead here. Nazebo on 21 stacks, doing the double Sokaroo once again for heavy impact. These turrets are picked up right on time. We'll see if Team Backdoor continues to focus the bottom lane here. Is Despair actually going to get hit by Diablo? Weary Day going to bring out the pull and the save. Now, Falstad could be in trouble. The Twin Cleave comes in, but a nice heal from Heavy is going to keep Carbon nice and healthy. Tremor could be in trouble. Chachuggy finds the pin and finds the kill. First blood goes to Team Backdoor.
Pops a reactive Ballista Spores there to secure that kill, by the way. Set that up.
Done.
Yeah, yeah.
Horribly nerfed reactive Ballista Spores that went from 8 range to 6. Did anyone else know that was at 8 range?
It was huge.
That feels like an oversight. We're just like,
Everything
8.
about
It's like,
that
yeah, that's fine.
does.
No one's gonna know.
Yeah. Man, I was gonna say something about the. Well, it'll come back to me.
Heavy going ahead here. Going with the biotic armor here on 4. A little bit of a deviation from previous builds, wanting to deny, of course, those big Zul'jin autos. Pretty helpful. Liam once again's got that Lurker strain. We'll see if the Speed Demon plus the Tunneling Claws on 16 is enough for another engage here. I mean, Dahak, oh, wow. Chuggy actually caught in the bush there. Tremor fully committing. Gazebo has the zombie wall. Oh, very nice reposition. Using one of the zombies to get on out of there is Chuggy.
Yeah.
That's a little tricky one. That's the one that, you know, you got to think of every angle when you're Diablo. When you feel like your mobility is limited in the thing you're moving to has to have a health bar, you've got to get creative sometimes.
This bush is just like everyone's just throwing stuff into the bush and getting value. Oh,
there's the zombie wall, going to catch Chuggy this time. Another reposition to get on out of there. Good push up here in the top lane by Team Backdoor. Zul'jin going to go ahead and flank around, try to get a couple more axes in the faces. As our first objective is spawned, but, you know, as you may remember, for those who haven't seen Volskaya Foundry in a while, teams usually, they clear out the top lane, they find their level 7s, and they start thinking about the objective. Uh-oh.
We got a pause here.
Whoa, another pause coming on out. Lag on my end, so that's what happens when you take over hosting duties and you don't go to Brazil anymore.
Yeah, true.
Games like, you don't want Brazil? Fine. Lag to the face.
Man, this I'm very curious to see what this looks like once we get onto these points. The
Starting
early
to
game,
migrate that way.
yeah, the early game is, you know, lots of just side soaking, trying to scale, trying to stack, not really happening. What are we? We're at 4. It's gonna be 4 minutes here in the game, and 0%. Yeah, I don't know.
Team Backdoor's done a pretty good job of denying Zul'jin stacks so far.
Yeah.
They could, you know, their team isn't perfect for it, but they could try to just deny, or not deny, but just give up the first objective, try to get a little bit of lane soak.
They could definitely try that. They deny some of the Zul'jin scaling as well. They potentially do lose out on some on their top side.
Lane here.
Yeah, look at this.
Unaverted's locked in, Heavy waiting for trying to get some autos before getting on out of there. Tremor has the flank. So we got one tower down there in the top lane. Despair getting some hits onto Chachuggy there. Up to 5 stacks on that out of 40 or out of 30 quest, I should say.
Yeah, only 5. I would like to just see just commit. If you know, hey, you're not going to get the scale that you want to get, you're going to keep losing to this. Just get the objective. Get the
Team
objective.
backdoor, they're just going straight back to the top lane here. Just not visiting point A. They're just saying, hey, you're going to have to respond to this.
There we go. Zebo on the point.
Zebo going to step a toe on there. Going to throw some spiders onto the mid lane when possible. Dahaka waiting on the flank for an engage here. Unaverted vaulting straight in there. Silent Zone not going to catch Tremor, though. Dahaka going to get hit with the Impale. No drag to be found. Good attempt, though. Liam was waiting.
Yeah.
Go right back over to catch that soak.
I like this. They're taking. We were in chat, just like, I don't know. Dahaka's kind of weird, such whatever. But he's just playing right there in the middle where it needs to be. They're playing for the top side, getting some damage in there. They get the 10s. They got the healing camp and 10s. And yeah, hey, they're just looking to run it, and looks like they're going to take this protector to the bottom lane and open up that side of the map.
Blaze taking the objective for some reason, you know. Gonna head on down to the bottom lane and do a singular player in the protector. Nice shove there from Heavy. Gonna send a Nubrak all the way back. But Team Backdoor with their 10s are gonna keep pushing here.
Wait until Liam gets the 13. Is it 13 or the movement speed on the burrow on the E there? He's gonna come out of that
16 or
bush.
13?
I can't remember.
I think they might have moved it. I thought Tunneling Claws was still 16.
It's 16. Okay, yeah, 16. He's gonna come out of that bush, and then he's gonna just burrow in, maintain the speed, and still find those knockups, still find those engages. It's pretty good.
So Protector going to take the bottom wall. Probably, I mean, I like that as an option there, just because the top lane was being actively sieged by Team Backdoor. No point in heading on up there and just wasting an objective. Just head on down to the bottom lane. You're the off laner anyway. Let's get a little bit of an advantage going there. And Heavy Impact does just that.
Backdoor got the top well without a protector.
Blaze could be in trouble here. Pops the new habits and has the jet propulsion to escape, but Chogi was looking there. And now Team Backdoor, they're going to look for a turret camp steal. Mason Blaze spots it. Weary Day's in position. The top lane, Zul'jin and Nubarak are just pushing into Dahaka here, so this steal will go through just fine. Despair is locked in there. Zul'jin sitting on 8 stacks now, looking for Liam. There's the Contagion coming on out. Going to catch Zul'jin here. Isolation, I should say. Contagion is later. There's Carbon coming on in for the screenshot. Zul'jin goes down. Tremor gets killed as well after popping that cocoon.
Yeah. That was a heads-up play from Liam. He was just like, yo, this positioning on this Zul'jin is a little weird. Like, I don't know why. I'm just going to walk forward, and there's nothing they can do about it. So I'm going to get the pick there. I didn't see, did Carbon fly up there or not?
Carbon did fly up there. Dahaka just dug on back down to the bottom lane.
Nice.
So the globals are spent here. 13s are in for Team Backdoor. Dahaka trying to defend the bottom lane here. Looks like we've got a siege camp steal possibly from Team Backdoor. But Roger is back. We're going to see Team Backdoor take a little bit more of a conservative position here. Or not. Maybe they're just going to stick around and look for kills.
Look at this.
I just moved on down to the bottom lane. Like, yeah, they're just booking it on out. Let's check the offlaners. But look at that. They're going to try for an engage. Let's see if they actually back up this time. I'm watching you, Team Backdoor. Watching you. All right, they're going to move back.
Yeah. In chat, they're talking about Falstad's level 4 talent.
Falstad 4. What are we looking at here? We got the updraft. I mean, yeah, the updraft's fine.
Yeah.
Hammer gains. I think hammer gains is good if you're going to be laning a lot, like you're doing a Cursed Hollow type thing. Maybe you do like something like the hammer gains. The W shield is nice when you know it's going to be connected the whole time.
Right. Right. I mean, look, he starts off with the shield here, takes some damage, is able to have the shield up again in the team fight in the pinch.
But yeah, I don't think there's one that's clearly better than the other. It's like, what kind of damage am I trying to avoid, or what kind of sustain do I think I'm going to be able to do best?
Right, right.
Heal camp going to be started up here by Heavy Impact. Chuggy waiting here. There's actually 2 heal camps claimed. There is the Flame Breath, Lightning Breath here coming out from Diablo. Going to go ahead and claim that point. There is a huge bunker there going to be taken down. Zul'jin actually first to fall here. That's a really nice pick from Team Backdoor as they grab a Nubarak as well.
Yeah, they clumped there, and then again we got Liam on that backside, able to walks up, presses E, knocks it back. They actually canceled Holy Ward Salvation. That did get interrupted. I'm sorry. That can't.
That went on the 10-second cooldown there. Keep wall going to be taken down here. Not going to get a whole lot more. Zul'jin is back, and Nubarak on the way as well.
Hey.
Once again, there's a top objective that neither team seems super interested in. We're now 16-14 here for Team Backdoor.
We're Superstition again, by the way.
Superstition gamers are in. Mason Blaze going for the engage. Look at this. Huge damage coming on out. Tremor has the knock as well, but Carbon is able to move away. Liam with the isolation on the edge, and Anduin can't find the ult in time to save a Nubarak.
Wow.
That looked like a really nice engage from Heavy Impact there, but what denial.
We used the heal camp. One person used the heal camp, and then Heavy was able to get a complete huge heal and reset on everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic play. Fantastic.
That's that trait build. That's the power of that old trait build there.
Yep.
The sustain is real.
The power in the team fight. Super.
Chuggy's looking. Oh, Chuggy's looking. Despair is way out there. Weary Day going to get engaged on. Unaverted is in. There's the lightning breath. The unkillable comes out as Anduin falls. Zul'jin is down. What a read from Team Backdoor.
There's no reason that they're allowed to be there when 5 people are up. You've got items. Like, there's a lot of damage here. You can't be there. It doesn't matter if there's a fort there or not. This is the kind of stuff that you want to see. Beautiful aggression. It's
incredible read there from Team Backdoor. Chuggy gonna get caught in the zombie wall. Just go for a little bumper cars ride, but this keep wall is in trouble. Chuggy going right in after a Nubarak. There's the follow-up Rate of Vengeance, and oh my goodness, a Nubarak is melted away. The 3-level lead is paying off big.
Why not? Get in there. Get the kill. Hey, you got everything that you need. A Nubarak does not live.
My goodness, and they're just going to back away. They're not going to push it here. I think a big way that Team Backdoor could possibly throw this away is by just letting Zul'jin farm right now. Only 12 out of 30 stacks, and they're keeping their distance. They're going to poke this keep down, but as soon as Zul'jin was in the area, they were just like, nope. Back off and poke.
Yep.
Doesn't matter that we're up 5-3. Just back off and poke. Oh,
I like
infrared.
this.
Oh, infrared. Oh, going to be safe there by Endo. A nice pull by Weary Day.
Yeah. They're going to play for the support camp. Very nice. Look, top objective, by the way, hasn't been capped.
Yeah, I mean, we are on point B. Let's get a zoom in on that one. Point B is up and available. Heal camp going to be picked up there by Team Backdoor, currently up 19-16. Dahaka is going to accident. I don't know if Liam's here on purpose.
He must have DC'd.
Going to see who's up here at the top lane. Could be a DC. Going to see Dahaka start to channel this objective. Yeah, level 20 is actually very, very close here for Team Backdoor. But, I mean, this is the weird thing about Volskaya Foundry. It's hard to just snowball a push in this position. You've just kind of got to go 5v5 in a lane. They're going to see, well, the Protector should be able to help get down, get down a keep. But this goes back to the do we just feed Zul'jin stacks by doing that question.
I mean, at this point, does it really matter? I mean, you're 4 levels ahead. You've got a talent tier advantage. Like, you kill anything at this point. And if not, you've got the tools available to you to be able to just walk away.
Even with one player in that Protector, which I assume is going to be the call here from Team Backdoor, they're not worried about getting engaged on, really.
Ah, this is massive.
Nubarak going to try it here. Tremor not going to find it. Nice barrel roll by Carbon. Dahaka on the way here with this Protector. See what they do. Oh, Chuggy's going to get in. They're going to go with the double on the Protector. The front line is locked in. Big damage onto this keep. They're up level 20s right now, 20-17. Carbon and Unaverted trying to play a little bit carefully here, but they've got the Protector. Chuggy going to hop on out of there. Diablo ready to engage. There's a zombie wall. Look at that pushback.
Oh,
the silence is in. Mason Blaze is down. The team fight is crazy. Anduin with a nice save there, but the core is starting to take damage. Diablo going to jump back in this Protector. There's the wind tunnel. Massive shove, that is going to be game.
You still have the heal camp too. Yeah. Look at that. Easy.
Core is going down here. Team Backdoor survive, are resilient against the reverse sweep, and are going to take this series 3-2.
Very well played there from TBD. Very well played. I just love to see the utter, just the destruction from that aggression. Hey, we're diving towers. We're doing this thing. Like, there's no reason why we can't do it. What are we gonna do? Take our camps?
Kill.
Oh,
Wow, 12-0 on the kills in that one.
brutal. Hey, that's what happens when you go to Volskaya, I guess. You just get destroyed, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I think if Heavy Impact go against a Team Backdoor that plays the objective, I think they win that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Team Backdoor identified that win condition and said, we're just going to not play the objective. We got all the way to level 20. They just got Protector B. Like that. It was a really nice display in understanding what the enemy wanted to do and just not letting them do it.
Yep.
Like Dahaka Diablo, not so great at taking down buildings, but Vala, Stukov, Falstad, they're fine at it. Doesn't matter that they could have drafted better for knocking down a building. They really hurt the draft of Heavy Impact with their playstyle there. Really nicely done.
And Liam making a case for the Volskaya Dahaka actually was just in the middle, hovering between top and mid, grabbing a bush, finding the engages off of the lurker, off of the tunneling claws and the lurker strain, and being impossible to kill, landing the drags, landing the isolations. Hey, maybe that hero is just busted.
Certainly putting on a case for it today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really nicely done. We'll put the talents up there for a second, and I think we're going to close out this show here, Goon. It's been a long one. We got her done.
It was good though. It was good. I like.
That was a solid series.
Like 5 game series. Like, hey, that's great. We had to wait a little bit, but we got the content, maybe. That was fun. That was really well played. Both teams did a good job, for sure, showing what they had, and some awesome things to learn from these games. Man, aggression, man. Just it's so good. It's so underrated, undervalued in this game. But
very, very nice job. So Team Backdoor are going to advance along the winners bracket. They will be facing the winner of GG Till I Die versus Anti-Clown Association, which is taking place this Wednesday right here at 9 p.m. Eastern. Heavy Impact will be moving down to face Can't Censor Ship. That is happening next week, so keep an eye out for that. That is gonna be all for today's broadcast. Goon, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a blast.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate you reaching out and doing all the hard work. I get to sit here and I was latching onto your observer view. I'm like, this is great.
It's cool, right? You just go on the ride. You just get to talk. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Where can folks find you when you're not here?
Yeah, sure. You can find me on Twitter at GoonGGWP. On Twitch, twitch.tv/GoonGGWP. I usually, right now, a lot of my streams are just me going back and watching free agent games, NGS VODs or whatever, and just kind of flaming. That's pretty much it. And on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, GoonGGWP. I deleted Twitter off my phone. I use it on my PC now, but I use Instagram. So if you want to chat or whatever, or look at my outdoor pictures, go follow me on there. But yeah, man.
Fantastic. When I'm not here, you can find me on twitch.tv/thecrushinator, doing all sorts of NGS amateur division casting. When I'm not live, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, all at the Crushinator. So make sure you catch my stuff there. We will be back here on this channel, Nexus Gaming Series, Wednesday, 9 p.m. It's going to be GG Till I Die versus Anti-Clown Association, so don't miss that. I will be back doing that, so I will see you there. We're going to see if there's any other streams going. I'm not sure who's streaming this late. We'll have to find out who we can raid on over to.
Wait, Crush, you got a YouTube channel, right? Where all your casts go?
Oh, yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't have a custom URL. I'm only at 46 subs or something. But if you ever want to see the cast that I do in an edited, spoiler-free format, and you don't want to be bombarded by 120-second Twitch ads all the time, the YouTube's a good place to go.
There you go.
Just search the Crushinator, you'll find my stuff.
True.
We're gonna check the streamer list. We're gonna get us on a raid, and we will see you all next time. Thanks for coming out.
Peace out.
Bye.